All right. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Bugbear's Basement. Today we're doing Umbral Session 17. Almost thought we weren't going to be able to go there, but it was a bug other than being community struck again. You know how they like that, but they seem to be very specific about pizzas and open entrances to large castles. I don't know what it was about that. That was 5 years ago too, but whatever. We're here. And we're going to be getting into it momentarily. I want to say hello to everybody. Please go over, hit the like and share, so those who like this little niche stuff can come over here and join us. I'm going to do the same right now. So of course we got everybody with us. How you doing, GOP?
Oh, I'm doing fine, and just warning you now that if this is the final game of our current campaign,
Hmm.
I am going to ruin your outro. So,
Well, that's
just
fine.
heads up.
That's fine. I didn't even put my intro on right, so it's one of
Oh,
those days.
okay.
It's one of those days. But hey, you know what I did, guys? Yesterday, my wife and I watched a movie called Air with Matt Damon.
Oh,
Yes. Have you guys seen that yet?
No.
wait, is
Oh,
that the one about the making of the shoes?
Well, the making of Nike, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Air Jordan, yeah. With
Mhm.
Matt Damon and a whole bunch of people. Dude, that is one of the best movies I've seen in years, years and years and years and years. It is an excellent movie. I was so surprised.
It
So
it sounds kind of boring just from someone
it
who,
is not. It is the
yeah.
score is awesome. It's all about 1984. The music is great. I don't know. It's really, really good. And of course, you got Matt Damon. You got Ben Affleck in there with Matt. Ben's not the greatest actor, but when he's with Matt, he's better, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know. I'm telling you, dude, go watch that damn movie. I mean, I don't really put any credence into any of the movie awards because it's just a bunch of Hollywood people giving themselves pats on the back. But if I were going to give a movie an award of the year so far, that's certainly the one. Telling you,
Okay.
it's really good.
All right. Well, I
Yeah.
might. You might change my mind on watching that movie because yeah.
hey GOP, you want to go to the movies and watch that like this weekend?
Well, I mean, it
Well,
depends
I
on
don't know if it's
how
worth a
work is.
cinema run. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, cinema is really for those kind of cinema-based movies these days. Cinema isn't what it used to be. But because I
That is
watched it
true.
on, gee, what did I watch it on? I can't remember something. But excuse me,
Yeah. Well,
it
I went to
outstanding.
see because my niece invited me to go,
Hmm.
and we occasionally would go to the movies together, and I will suffer even movies that I don't like to
Well, how
make
old is
my
she?
family happy. Oh, she's early 20s, so but I
Oh,
still yeah,
Hi,
but I'll still
baby.
go to the movies with her. And so we went to go see uh the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
how was that?
Painful. Very
Really,
painful. Yeah.
really? Did you like the
It
first
was
two?
I really like I did really like the first one. The second one, I still enjoyed it. Like it wasn't like I regretted watching it. I think in this one though I kind of wish I would have seen something else.
Really?
I was not a fan of Volume
Wow.
3.
I'm getting such mixed results. Some people saying they liked it, some people saying they hated it. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's very niche, but man, hold on a second.
It be like that sometimes. It do.
Yeah, sometimes things are like that. They don't appeal broadly. Because my family loved the first two. They
Mhm.
were, and they're good, fun movies. So I was kind of hoping this
Yeah.
one would be a good finale, but I just gotta have to see it myself because it's so mixed. But yeah, there's
Mhm.
not a lot of good movies these days, so you kind of got to take what you get.
Yeah.
Dumpster fire movies.
There's a lot of them, dude.
I
Yeah,
heard that one with the poodle was good.
huh?
The one with the
The
poodle.
World War One with the dog, Sibi or something.
Oh,
Sisu,
Sisu?
Sisu,
Yeah.
yeah, Sisu.
Sisu.
Yeah, no, that has nothing to do with a dog at all.
It has a dog.
It has a dog, yes, for
It,
a few frames of the movie, but it's not about him. The dog. It's about Finnish Rambo. Yeah, I like
yeah.
it.
Oh, I've seen the trailers for that. That's out now?
Yep,
Hmm?
yep.
Oh, I want to go watch
Yeah.
that.
Some people said it's actually come out in English as well because I watched it in Finnish. Uh, but um, but I guess you could probably find it in English too, which would be nice. Um,
You know what? You have a secret power there, Chester. You can enjoy movies in different languages
many,
as they
yeah,
were
I
meant to be
know,
as they
yeah,
were meant to be listened to.
yeah, I know that is a cheat on my part. That is true. I can go to most parts of the world and just watch their cinema and see if I like it or not. Although there are plenty of things I just don't like. The culture's too gaudy for me. Like India, I can't stand their shit. Nothing against them. I'm sure they're wonderful people. I'm sure. I just can't take it, dude. It's so gaudy. I'm a Yankee. It is what it is. You know.
Mhm.
Uh, but I liked it overall. It had a couple of things that it didn't really need in it, I think, and I wish it had a little bit of more of the sisu. Sisu is a
Mhm.
word in in Finnish, Scandinavian languages that basically means very angry, undaunted, meticulous tenacity.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well, that's a mouthful right there. I tell you what.
yeah,
well,
well, it
that's why
is.
they shortened it to Sisu.
Sisu. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
We don't. Most languages, I don't think you actually have a word for that. A single word like they do. But the Finnish, I don't know if you guys know the Finns at all, but they pride themselves on getting their ass kicked by everybody and surviving it. It's like their point of pride. Same with the Estonians and the Latvians and the Lithuanians, all those Baltics and up in there. They pride on their ability not to be wiped out.
Well, I mean, history kind of that makes sense.
It's been kicking their
Considering
ass for a long time. Yeah.
where they're
They're
located,
professional
it's not the best
ass
place to
kickers.
be.
Yeah, but just don't go to the Baltics and say anything disparaging about their culture whatsoever. That you will make instant enemies. Don't do it.
Mm.
Yeah,
The Baltics.
the Baltics.
Well,
Yes.
I don't plan on leaving the God-loving United States of America.
Well,
I don't
that's a
think
shame.
America's loved God for a long time.
That's
Depending
true.
Huh?
on where you
Certain
go.
parts do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The
most of
parts
them
that
love them
don't.
in mega churches, which preach everything but the Bible.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really weird because I would be a modern day heathen, is what I would be, but yet I seem to know the Bible better than they do. It's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm the
Yep.
That's sad.
Antichrist.
No,
No, maybe
I
Well,
not.
doubt it.
if
That's
you
true.
were, you wouldn't
Power.
admit it.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's enough lollygagging. Are you guys ready?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all here, so might
Yeah,
as
we're
well.
all here. Might as
Oh,
well.
I forgot. I got to ruin GOP's mind real fast. Hold on
Oh,
one second.
cool.
Okay, David asks, Chester, what do you think about Germany?
Modern day Germany is. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a single word
Ooh,
with
screwed.
multiple syllables. Cuckold.
California.
Oh,
By who?
There you
Themselves.
go.
everyone. Well, yeah,
There you go,
themselves.
Freeman.
Dude,
Oh,
they're like a gay guy twisting their own balls.
Yeah. No. Germany is.
God. Thank you for that, Puffin.
Yeah.
I
You're
Germany is
appreciate
welcome.
it.
not doing a good job. You know the funny thing about it. I mean, yeah, the juxtaposition between Japan and Germany after the war. And keep in mind, I'm well aware that the certain members of the German government did some pretty horrible things. But do try to remember that the victor takes the spoils, and part of spoils is history, right?
Mhm.
Don't misunderstand the exaggeration of war. Nevertheless, a lot of people did suffer and die. But Japan was doing no less than they were doing. America was doing no less than they were doing either, right? But Japan, because they had MacArthur, and of course Germany had Eisenhower, right, on one side, and the the Russians on the other. Wow,
Uh,
wow, right?
I heard
Eisenhower
the
is an
Russians did
absolute
so much
monster,
ocean
by the
stuff.
way. I did an entire special on my main show at TFT.
Really?
Yes, I did. Eisenhower's a real bastard, especially if you're German. But the Japanese had MacArthur, and MacArthur was quite an interesting figure because he was an oldie time soldier that believed that soldiers fought soldiers. He was very strict about it. And that whole atom bomb thing that big boy and little boy that we dropped on their cities, that really irked him a great
mm,
deal. And it gave him nothing but compassion for the Japanese, and he handled them with kit gloves. And he was very strict with the American military whilst they were here. I think possibly he was a little bit too soft on them, to be fair. But if you look at it's a little mirror image of how Japan was treated and how Germany was treated, even though they were doing very similar things, right? For
yeah.
instance, today you can go to museums and you can see war memorabilia. You have cemeteries with famous dead people like the Tojos and such that their leaders will go and pray at during the appropriate times. You can go to a movie here, for instance. They had like a big Japanese movie about World War II, and they actually had outside the theater I go to, they had a big Zero, which is a great airplane from the Japanese at that time, sitting
Yeah.
outside. They can do all those normal things, and everyone here is nodding their head. Yeah, of course, why not? Right?
Mhm.
Germany can't do any of that.
Well,
Any of
I kind of
that.
I kind of have issues with Eisenhower from how he treated McCarthy, but that's
No, Eisenhower was not a good man. He was a freaking
yeah,
monster. Now, at the end, him get his last little speech giving a warning about the military-industrial complex is an interesting one,
yeah.
because he was part of it, right?
Mhm.
So, what was the intention with that? Was that a little bit of revenge? Because I see him as an extremely petty man. I don't know what that was about. A lot of people praise him for that, and maybe he had an epiphany at the end. Maybe it's possible, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Well,
But yeah, if you go just
I
read what he did in Germany after the war,
mm,
dude, it's evil shit.
I like I personally was a fan of Patton's idea at the end of the war.
Oh yeah, he was
That
right.
yeah,
No,
he
he
was
was right.
absolutely right. Yeah,
It would
I
have
should have
saved.
listened to him.
Well,
Yeah,
it would have saved the Russian people and the Baltics as well 50 years of pain and suffering, right?
and it would have still maintained balance in Europe a lot better than
Can you educate me as a very dumbed down what he wanted to do?
Take the Russians out.
yeah.
Good man.
But he
I
but
like
but
this
he
guy
could.
already.
Well, he couldn't because the deal had already been made, and the
Oh,
American and the Russians, or the Soviets, if you would rather, but it was the Russians, made a deal to keep a pseudo fake hostility between them, so that they could crank their economies up, which they did. So, yeah, we know now because after the fall of Berlin Wall, all that information came out. We know that the whole thing was just a big freaking, Hollywood snow job, right?
Mhm.
So it was nothing there. The Russians were never ever close to us. There was never any threat from the Russians because they were technically working together. Now, did everybody in each government know that? I doubt it, right? But there was a thing done behind the scenes there, and it worked really well for both of them. In the end, Russia cracked first, but here we are, 30 years later, and America's cracking. So,
Yeah, well, that's thanks to the Russians, though.
yeah, well, keep your deals. How about that? How
Hmm.
about every America not break every damn treaty we've written? I mean, how about that?
Well, I mean, it goes even before World War II, though. I mean, we're talking about, um,
No, you can go
like,
back
I
to the
mean, going
Indians, dude.
all the way. Well, I mean it specifically for the Soviets. I mean, we can go all the way back to the early days of the Soviet Union, the influence peddling that they were doing in the
Oh, not even,
U.S.
dude. You go back way back to where it was Kiev and Rus. to the betrayal from the West. But this is a long conversation, GOP.
Yeah. Let's get to the actual game. Sorry.
Hey guys, that are in
Yeah.
chat. Don't
Yeah,
you think
sorry.
that's all boring history and stuff? Gee,
It's the
You know
wrong
what's-
show for that.
This is
I'm
like
here
my
to
favorite
die,
part
so
of this
let's go.
thing so far.
Hmm.
I was really enjoying that.
Let's
I
all
was
get our
learning.
characters killed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Come
let's
on.
let the world die.
Chester, do I get bonus points if I kill us faster than you can kill us?
Sure.
It's not gonna matter. It's all gone.
Yeah. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and bring this up and let's get into it. So as you guys know, of course, we're doing Cortex Prime, and this is Umbral Session 17. It's probably the last session. I mean, it should be um, for this for the campaign arc. That's not saying that this campaign world can't be used after. Who knows? But in general, the story that I wanted to tell is here. So, of course, just to reiterate our characters, we have Lady playing Max here. GOP is playing Xander Lyons. Tower is playing Tacitus Underwood. And Puffin is playing Jarro. So very, very good. We got our four main actors here, and the story was a lot of fun along the way. These guys have become quite powerful, but they're not the main players per se, and they never really were. But yet, in the end, they end up being in the right place, and this is the way I like storytelling to go. I don't like the whole. I mean, sometimes it's all right, but in general, I'm not a big fan of the chosen ones, right? I'm not a big fan of that. I prefer things to happen more organically, and we were able to work that out really well. So let's put us where we are now. We went and we had ourselves a fight to get Sidon back, and because they needed him, because on Earth in the mortal realm, there are a few scattered elsewhere, but basically on Earth, the Atalani are the firstborn, the first creations of Shamyaza, and there's only a handful left, right? You have Jaro here himself, which you're looking at.
Hello.
He's one of them. You
Yay.
have none of the inner circle or Elohim are. Those are all the children. It's us of them. But they did have just to continue that first thought. We did have that fight with these guys, and it was a rough fight. And GOP is down. We are currently sitting at the Kerman compound, and they're trying to make a decision what they want to do. But other than Jaro, we have these four. We have Odin, Ea, Osiris, and Sidon surviving Atalani. Plus, we have Hera, and just currently learned that Vulcan is involved too. So there's only 7 of the Atalani left. Which is a sad thing, especially if you look into this fact that you need to take out 2 of them to save the world, and these 4 are getting ready to sacrifice them for the same purpose. So, if everything goes to plan, Jaro will be standing alone as the last Atalani.
Such as it's spoken, so shall it be.
I suppose, yes. But like I said, we went through that fight to get Sidon back, and we did. And we're at the Kerman compound now. The elders here, the kings of the Atalani, have put forward their plan. They're going to basically sacrifice their energies to stop Hera from siphoning it and using it to raise Shamyaza. They don't know exactly what she's doing, how she's doing that, but it doesn't matter. Um, but also to try to reinforce the gate that is holding Shamyaza. So that's their plan. So even in the end, and all these things that these creatures have done, some of them are even these days just to keep alive from the drain that's going on them. They feed on innocence. They've done, especially Odin. I mean, he's done lots of bad stuff, right? Sidon probably the worst of them. But nevertheless, in the end, their goals and thoughts are in the right place because they take responsibility for the planet and they're willing to sacrifice. These guys are, what, 30, 40,000 years old. So it's not an easy thing to do, I would say. But nevertheless, your problem is a little bit different. Obviously, Hera knows you're involved. She knows Sidon's been saved. She knows the situation. So there's no way that she's not going to up her game, right? So you guys need to deal with it in however you want. The last you saw that Hera was in the fairylands in the summer palace itself. The last time you saw her, Jaro knows exactly where she's going, right?
Mhm.
So whatever, but you're a little bit crunched for personnel, and you need to take that into account. So what are we going to do with the situation here? The elders have their plan, and it doesn't involve you, right? So you're going to have to do what you can on your own. So there are four of you, right? And you guys are some bangers. Excalibur was intended to kill these four, really, and therefore give her all of their energy instantly, which is the reason why Excalibur why they pushed you to get that. But that doesn't mean Excalibur can't be used against them because it is a very powerful artifact. But you need to think about it. You might want to not only try to figure out how to get GOP back on his feet because he's down for 3 months. I mean, that's the reality, but you don't have 3 months. He's missing an arm as well. But do you also want to take time to try to pull allies in? I mean, what are you going to do? This is the situation. It's coming down to wire. You don't know when Hera's going to move, but you've put her in a situation where she has to move, right? So, yeah, what are you going to do?
I'm conscious.
Yeah, you can't say nothing.
I know. I can't do
Um,
anything.
Let's
You're unconscious in the ungodly lands of Turkmenistan.
Oh God.
Yes.
well, let's
We tell his
keep him
organs for
conscious.
money.
At least it's a pretty
Kidding.
day.
Can I give him a Tootsie Roll that makes him talk like a placebo or some shit?
No.
No.
No, I mean he may be conscious or not conscious, but he's in bad shape, dude. Yeah.
Is he conscious enough to talk to us?
I think enough time's gone by with enough magic, especially with Lady and her abilities, that you can get him talking. Yeah.
Okay, GOP. Would you like an axe as an arm?
I feel like I got hit by a freight train.
You're missing a limb, and we are debating turning you into a vampire to heal your wounds quickly to deal with Hera.
Jesus. They stole my second favorite limb. How
Yeah.
dare they? Look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in the I wouldn't be super happy to be a vampire, but yeah, I want revenge.
Deal,
If that's
Morgan.
what you guys think is best. I'm not in a position to complain.
See, he's not going to stop us because he can't stop us from making him a vampire. Let's do it.
That is accurate. I can't do anything. It's up to you guys.
He wishes, and he doesn't want to be a vampire. That's 2 against 2. We don't have a tiebreaker.
If that's you, look, out of character. Yeah, that's if we went to Morgan, if we went that option, that's going right through the center of the
grinder.
hornet's nest.
That's the grinder. Yeah.
And you're doing it without me, because remember, we have to first get to Morgan to heal me. So that's
Make the deal, then yeah.
what the whole point
there
is.
any way
I
for
doubt
us to
we're
pop
gonna.
in directly to Morgan?
No,
No,
we can't.
cannot.
No, you
We-
can't.
Can we
The
put her to us?
the Feylands have been protected against such things. Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
There probably are other options, but you would have to seek them out, and then you would have to take the journey, and you just don't know what kind of time you got. For all you know, she's at the gate right now.
You know what you gotta do. I gotta be turned into a vampire. That's our only option now.
Winter Queen, is that her? Or is it?
The Queen of the Winter Court.
Queen of the Winter Court. But you also have to take into account the other thing I mentioned. Are you going to take any time to try to bring allies involved as well?
She's our ally. Let's bring her.
She's not going to go to the bottom of the Caspian Sea.
Shit.
But you know, she does have soldiers under her. She might send somebody. Just saying, it's an option.
True,
What
but
about Dove? Is there any way we could prove Dove our innocence?
well,
We tried,
you
didn't we?
well you do
There
know
are
that
some.
you do know that Burquest is your ally, as is Ninma.
There you go.
So we can talk to them, but I am not in a mood to be persuasive. Or, not in a position to be persuasive, rather. So, first we should probably
Let's
focus
turn
on
him
getting
into a
me
vampire.
healed up, and then we can work on getting allies. Probably the best course of action. Plus, I've already set up some special effects for becoming a vampire, so if we change it, I gotta change all that around, and, I gotta do more work in a short period of time.
Oh, we made Chester do more work, so it's only
That's
fair.
true. But I'm already committed to this, even though my character technically doesn't want to do it. But this is I'm committed to it now. So
Okay.
He's gonna be a vamp
I'm
kid.
just sitting here.
Yep.
Tell me what
Yep.
you're doing.
You guys do your thing. I'm
He's the one-
conscious again.
Oh,
He's the one.
Well, I'm mentally retarded, so I'll do what you guys tell me to do.
Just go to the Winter Court.
Okay, Jaro, you hear that?
What are we doing?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, we got to take him and turn him into a vampire.
She tells the big one
Something
name.
about the Winter Court.
Yeah, we're gonna go stand in front of some vampires. Are you ready for that? We don't kill.
Don't
I
kill
mean,
the
we-
vampires?
We kill
Don't.
a little bit.
These vampires.
Oh no, these are good vampires. They're our friends.
They're your friends.
The things for him.
Yeah,
has-
yeah. GOP got the hots with the Queen Lady. So
I think that the vampires would have a thing for me. I am an endless supply of blood with my regenerative powers.
Maybe
Well,
you are.
well, maybe she just wants some of GOP's sweet blood, my guy. It'll be fine.
and just to add a little bit of pinch to the pot, for you, Jaro, keep in mind that the vampires, that type of demon, is Sidon's creation.
Brax Knuckles, let's go there. It's gonna be great. Have
He's
the
gonna
doom music
kill our
playing.
He's gonna kill our friends.
Like I said, they're your friends.
And the thing is, you know Sidon better than any of the other living Atalani. And you
Mhm.
know right well that he created them because he thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm. I'll save that truth bomb. Use it when I need to.
Okay, so you're off then? You going?
Let's
so you guys,
go.
Okay, boom. The teleporting thing turned in handy in the third act, didn't it, GOP?
Very.
It very. So boom, you guys come and you land out. Of course, this has protective wards. You can't actually teleport inside, but you teleport outside. And who's carrying the near lifeless body of Linus? You are. Okay.
I am.
Okay, all right. So you see the guards outside. Now, keep in mind this is an interesting structure here because it is a glamored building. as many things in the world are. The mortals can't never really see things for what they are, but an entire building. I'm getting echo.
Lady.
Who's doing that? All right,
Ooh.
it stopped. All right, so you guys are outside. The guards see you. Of course, they recognize most of you very quickly. They don't know who Tacitus or Jaro are, but of course they recognize Lady, and particularly one of the Queen's favorites, Mr. Lyons. And they're like, "Oh, what has happened to him? Please come inside. Come inside." They guide you in. You guys get inside. You're taken directly into the court. It is, we'll say it's night for the sake of convenience. And the court is full of, people, vampires doing what vampires do, basically LARPing their life away. But of course, the queen is sitting on her throne and she's having a conversation with a few administrators about things or that. But you become slightly conscious, GOP, enough
Mm-hmm.
to see the scene. And other than her talking with some administrators, it's the guest standing next to the administrators that she's having a conversation with that catches your eye. For Baron Setagir is in the room.
Well,
Oh.
that guy looks like he needs his head removed from his shoulders.
Wait a second.
Oh
So
my
is
God,
he a
dude.
good guy or a bad guy? I don't know anymore.
Well,
I think I remember him being an asshole.
well, he's a bad guy who is on our side currently. Is the best way to put it.
Jaro's not gonna like this.
His body, not on her feet, but like step down and bow to her, Your Majesty.
Aw.
I'm going to I'm gonna grab GOP, just hold him out. Can you fix this?
The queen sees that her current cutie boy is missing an arm, injured, and she lets out a queenly and comes over. And you see Sedekir squares himself against you, by the way.
Against me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You're potentially recognizing who Baron Setagir is.
Oh boy, I'm gonna hand GOP over to Tower and politely
Jesus.
step past the queen and look at him like the lineman does to the gymnast in the locker room.
That fair.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
fair. That's fair. Usually it's sex later. But anyway, the queen doesn't pay any mind to you. She's all worried about GOP. She grabs a hold of him and she's like, "Get the physician!" And she starts barking out orders, and the whole court starts moving. The only thing in this court that's not moving is you and Barris Setagir, who is staring right at Jaro. You can't place him, dude. You know who this dude is.
He's your father.
No, he's definitely not an Athlon.
I'm probably his father.
He's one of Sidon's creations. No, he's one of Sidon's creations.
You reek of Sidon. Seems like he left some things out when he made you.
He chuckles. Normally, I'd enjoy engaging with you again, Jaro, but it's as it stands. We are on the same side.
Yes, as it is. You know what is at stake.
I do. Do you?
I wish it hadn't come to this, but life makes strange allies of us all, does it not?
Indeed. And who this guy really is doesn't even matter. You've run into so many people, you can't keep count.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not important, actually. Well, he's powerful, but he's not important. But he seems to know you more than you know him. Nevertheless, the queen is shuffling GOP off into a back room somewhere. You don't know where she's going with him. What do
I'm
you?
trying to tell her something, but okay.
She's no interest in you whatsoever. Yeah. The only reason she has an interest in him is because he rolled like all 20s or something.
I rolled
So-
very
He
high.
cheated.
Yeah.
You saw my rolls.
Definitely cheater. Speaking of that, I need to go ahead and bring up the. Dice.
When you
Um,
get there, someone's already there. I wonder
now,
who. Hmm.
It's me.
now, they're gone for quite a bit, quite a while, actually. You guys are left in this room. There are courtiers moving about, doing their things, and they're all a little bit, they keep themselves at arm's length from you. Several of them, who Jaro is, has gotten around the room by now. So, there's that. Because some of the people in this room know who you are, not everybody. But nevertheless, you guys are in this room, the three of you, and Baron Sedegir has moved a little closer and is engaging in a more cordial conversation, asking how his master is. And looking at you, Jaro, he doesn't really seem to give mind to the rest of you very much. But to Jaro, he's
Your
speaking.
your master is on his way to give his life in order to seal a great evil,
Well,
along with Osiris and Odin.
hmm. Are you confident that he would do this? He is the great trickster.
I have only confidence in King Osiris's word that this is going to happen, and hopefully the other two can see something of it. Although I do wonder, as I look at the teleportation thing out of the corner of my eye, if he hasn't made for himself some form of a phylactery.
Ah, well. Sidon is the
Ophilio who?
survivor, is he not?
He is. Yes, that is one of the beneficial traits of his creations. They are all survivors.
Hmm. I have been going over in my mind what would happen on this day. It seems to have been building for quite a while. You seem to have missed the past couple thousand years. Last time I saw you was in Nod.
Yes, I had a run in with ice, frozen for over 1,000 years.
Ah. I'd heard that you were fighting in the Dynasty Wars.
Indeed. Bloodshed and butchery are more my forte than politics and subterfuge.
You are well famous for it. And if I wouldn't say so myself, I'm a man after your own heart.
Yes, that's what always curdled my stomach a little bit about Sidon's creations, as I feigned to think that he modeled some of it after me.
He laughs at
You
that.
We'll both share a chuckle.
Okay, so unless you guys want to do anything, you're just waiting.
I'm
And yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to give the cordial nod to the Baron and ask if he has any other allies that would be willing to, like any agents in operation, if he has any information on the movement of the enemy.
He says that there is not much he can monitor from from the Feylands. As you know, we are
Mhm.
strict enemies to them.
Mhm.
But so I have no information that the lady has left the realm. However,
Mm. Back to the mortal coil.
that I know of, Lilith is a powerful demon. I,
True.
Sidon has told me that of her plans regarding your creator, but beyond that, I have marshaled all my energies to face her. Now, this is interesting information to you because you know who she really is, right?
Mhm.
But he knew that this silly little guy she had as Lady Hez was a ruse. He knows that. but he's not aware who he's really facing, right?
Mhm. Oh,
Cute.
I feel like when the time comes, your reservoirs will be very necessary. There's layers upon layers to Lilith, some that are more terrifying the deeper it goes.
He kind of
But
tips his head. He says, "Well, I should know." And then, boom, you remember who he is. This is Kanyane, or as the modern people call him, Cain.
Cain. Hmm.
Now, you don't know where the hell Lilith is because you know what she looks like. You don't know where she is or what's going on. She is Stygian, but you know right well that that was his consort for a long time.
Hmm. I see. I'm going to take out a. I'm going to take out a piece of coal that I picked up from one of my travels around the, in and around the desert. Little piece. A lot of things Sidon made were dark, cruel, and very flammable as I, move the coal in my hand. But then crush it in my hand, and then, drop a diamond in his. When put under pressure, they are invaluable.
Your strength is legendary. I shall keep this memento, and I will treasure it.
I'll give him the nod, and it's like, is there anywhere where I can practice for the coming battle? I recently made this armor, and I need to make sure I can move in it properly.
He puts his hand out, and then to the gigantic ballroom you're standing in, or courtroom, slash courtroom. There's plenty of room in here, dude.
Wonderful. Then I will begin training, making sure that I can move well in my armor and practicing my attacks, throwing the axe, pulling it back in a
Now,
feverish display.
GOP. Over the course of the night, you come in and out of consciousness. And in those various times that you become aware, there are ointments being slaved upon your naked body. And there's times you wake up and there's like a half a dozen women that seem to be having their fangs bared into your flesh painfully.
Okay.
And little incense are being born, are airborne, prayers with them. Uh, Several times during the night, you wake up to odd sights, very odd things, right? And most of them involve naked women covered in blood. So take that for what you will.
I like the first part more
Yeah,
than the second.
right.
Think of it like red mud.
Okay. But the last
While all
time,
this is going on,
Mhm.
while all this is going on, I'm trying to find out if this place is blocked from being detected if I turn Paul back on.
not a chance.
Yeah, probably.
They won't be
not.
able to detect him.
No, they'll
No.
definitely be able to detect him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they'll find out. So no, I won't turn Paul back on. Damn
Okay.
it.
No, this place has some good wards against humans, but not against, I mean,
Technology.
the vampires are kind of akin to cockroaches, right?
Yeah.
These are one of the early creations. This is one of Sidon's creations. And they survive, even though you would think they wouldn't, but they do. Of course, how you become a vampire is, as you can see here, it's not that easy a thing. It's not like, from the movies where you just simply bite them and it's a virus. It isn't like that. Of course, you guys know it's about removing the soul from the body and reattaching it to the body. During the course of this, they've had a bit of problems because he's a tethered, and he's already something odd. The tethered, which I've kind of, pseudily explained here along the way, but the tethered are something more akin to what Shamyaza or the elders did to create the Atalani. It's something that seems to exist within reality itself, and they were able to play upon that. Now, is that something that Shamyaza put into reality? Possibly. You don't know that. But it is something that reality can do occasionally. It's not something that can be replicated easily, and that's why the tethered are extremely rare and random, right? Just like you guys. Now, it seems that Odin, though, had a little bit of wisdom and insight into how to do that because he did create you intentionally. But then again, Odin having some secret wisdom and knowledge should not shock anyone because that's what he's all about. But nevertheless, so the tethered are something more akin to how the Atalani were created, and just coming from a weaker form, right? And they and the vampires here, the Winter Court vampires, have had a little bit of a problem dealing with that over the night, which is why it took so damn long. But eventually, GOP, you awaken and you're submerged in some slime out of Nickelodeon.
Green kind? Okay.
Well, it's more
Oh,
of
he just got
it's more
excited.
translucent, but nevertheless.
Mm-hmm.
You know where 2 and 2 we missed, though, don't you? He said
What?
that she was no longer in the fairylands. So
No,
we
he
No,
just
did
got.
not. He said that
No.
as far as he knows, she has not left, is what I said.
I
Oh.
mean, yeah.
All right. I
Yeah.
thought you said no longer in the fairylands.
No,
All
no,
right.
no, he
My,
did
my,
not. Yeah, yeah.
sorry, David.
But anyway, so what was I saying? Yes, you wake up and you're submerged in slime. What do?
Can I pull my head out of the slime?
You can.
Can
You
I
can
get
lift
up?
your entire
Okay.
self out of the slime.
I pull myself out and gasp for air.
And it comes with a cough and a bit of vomiting. But after a good minute of retching and trying to get your center, you stand and you feel great.
Ooh.
You feel really, really good. Although it's only a pseudo vampirism that has been put on you mechanically. And
Okay.
I'll get into that later. But they have been able to repair you, and they've repaired you in a very, very interesting way. Because as you look at yourself, you're actually you're in pretty good shape anyway. But you are in perfect. You are Adonis right now, right?
Ooh.
You're in perfect shape. Everything looks good. The only weird thing is your left arm is silver and it seems metallic. It works perfect though.
I've got a robot arm.
It's not well,
Okay.
kind
Well.
of. It's an ancient artifact, really. It's the arm of, it's the Irtiglam. It is the silver arm of Nuada.
Okay.
Yes. Now,
Cool.
Dude,
where
they
they
gave you
got it, don't
robo
ask
arm,
me. Don't
guy.
ask questions.
I won't. I'm just like, oh, this is nice.
Jaro restrains the urge to be like, "Hey, you're back alive!" You know, slap on the shoulder.
Well,
Oh, you're
actually,
gonna have to fix them again.
you're not in there. You're not there. You guys are in the
Ah.
in still in the main room. They're somewhere else inside this mammoth complex. He's only in there with a bunch of vampire ladies and the queen. Everybody in the room is has a smile on their face. The queen most of all. Like I said, everybody naked, and they're covered in
Oh.
blood. There's blood all over the room, all over the floor. There seems to be a fountain of it in each corner of this room. You're in what seems to be an altar, or a sarcophagus, maybe. That's probably what it is. You feel without its
Mhm.
lid. You're standing in it. All the women are aglow at your presence, and like I said, you feel great, super great. But there are a couple of problems.
Okay.
One you won't be aware of until later. But the first one is you're hungry. Damn, are you hungry? Matter of fact, you're famished. No, no, no. No, you're ravenous.
Ooh.
Uh,
Is my jacket there?
you are naked.
Okay, so my clothes are not nearby. Because I was gonna say I was gonna test it out, pull a donut out of my pocket, and just like try and take a bite I know what's gonna happen, but
Well, your things are in another room, but
okay,
this is
all
the
right, fair enough.
ceremony room. Nevertheless, you are ravenous. So go over here. Let's go to the dice, and please
Mm,
give me a mental control roll
all
um,
right.
Jesus.
Oh no.
against a 19.
Okay, give me a
Dude,
sec.
you're gonna have to murder orphans like me.
All right, let me pull up my dice. So be my mentals, a D10. So D10, D8. Hmm. I'm guessing that'd be under focus. I would assume,
Yep, I would say so. Yeah, 100%.
because I mean, that's only a D4, so that kind of sucks. So D10, D8, D4. Uh
The hunger is no joke, dude.
huh. I'm probably not even gonna have enough to even do it.
Probably not, but
Um.
just make the roll and fail spectacularly, please.
All right, and I
Don't get
can't
him
like
no.
add my telepathy to my mental dice. Okay, D10, D8, D4. All right, we're just gonna go for it. I'm really hungry.
You
So
are
D10,
ravenous,
D8,
sir.
D4.
Oh no, he's become a Happy Meal enthusiast.
That is not enough. Hey, does
His
anybody
meals
have
are
like
not happy.
Polish sausage or something? Man, I am hungry.
Okay.
I mean, never mind. I'm not going there.
Now you failed this roll badly,
Yep. hmm
and you're in no mind to be particular about things like PowerPoints and hero dice. You know, keep in mind it's a new session, so everyone does get a PowerPoint at the beginning. Just remember that. But
Hooray.
you see in front of you, the room starts kind of vibrating from your perspective. The hunger is overtaking you. You see these. There are actually 8 vampire maidens in front of you. The queen is just off to the side of them, and they part ways as they see the hunger coming over you. And you see that tied to a kind of like a sacrifice stone behind them is a young naked woman. But it just doesn't look tasty to you. You know what looks tasty to you? The vampire maidens.
Oh.
And you
Okay.
and you indulge yourself.
All right. I don't have a choice. I'm halfway in it. So I picked up 2 special effects for this. Uh so and I know I'm not going to have to roll, but I'm just saying what they are now is like whatever my hybrid nature is. So I picked up 1 foot in the grave and out for blood, which basically both up
Mhm,
my physical 1 for attribute, 1 for distinction,
mhm.
and down my social because I'm just, bloodlust into the fight, and they last for the scene. So
Sure,
okay,
that's fine. And you also pick up celerity 10.
celerity 10.
Yeah,
Super speed.
celerity, speed.
Yeah, super
Mm-hmm.
speed.
Oh,
Uh,
so
yes.
all right,
And what
ability.
is your physical dice sitting at right now?
For my
Your physical.
attributes,
Your physical. Yes.
yeah, my attributes, that would be a D10.
So even with the addition you just put on it,
No, so that's a special effect. So
it's a
it'd be a
special
D12
effect.
now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a D20.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
Shit.
With the
sweet.
vampirism, the pseudo vampirism that's flowing through you, and that arm. That is a righteous artifact. And as soon as you walk in front of Jaro, he'll probably bow to it.
Dang. Okay.
Rip your arm off. That was a great arm.
Yep.
Yeah. No, this is seriously awesome arm. But because it's indestructible. Keep that in mind. The arm
But
itself
he's
is. You're not,
ah,
but the arm
So
is.
yeah,
it's
he's
a
not.
signature asset,
It
essentially.
is a signature asset. That's right. That gives
Woohoo!
you a
High five.
D20 strength,
Okay, so is
or
that
therefore a physical. It just applies to your physical. It's
Oh,
a
okay. So the asset itself doesn't have a number attached to it. It just
no,
bumps up.
it bumps you
Okay.
up to a D20. Yeah. But anyway, so there's our mechanics done. Of course, you have two weaknesses as well, which I think you already covered the bloodlust with one of those. But the hunger. But the other one, of course, is sunlight.
Okay.
Right, so you do have that. It's not as bad. Like the queen here is old enough that she could not stand in the sun for a minute. You can actually stand in the sun for about 10 minutes before it puts you down. But
All right.
still, you have no resistance to the sun whatsoever. That's a new thing for you.
Can we get him a
But
Can we get him a cloak?
what was that, Tower?
Can we just give him like a cloak or something to wear?
I'm sure there's ways around it, but right now he's not even aware of it. He's not aware of anything. All he's aware of
Mhm.
is, yummy.
I'm just so hungry.
Yeah, but very shortly you're not hungry. You do hear, you do are able to comprehend a single utterance from the queen during this frenzy, and it's simply her saying, "Oh, I was afraid of that." And you wake up again because the frenzy kind of takes you out of it, and you're leaning up against the human girl who was put here as a sacrifice for you. You wake up because she's literally screaming in your ear, literally. She's
Oh.
chained and can't move, but you had no interest in her whatsoever. The vampires were tasty to you. And the queen is kneeling down, like I said, butt naked in front of you, and she's looking in your eyes. She says, "Ha, you've calmed. It won't be like that again. Just make sure you feed."
Oh man, I feel like I had a entire buffet. I don't really remember what happened.
She kind of moves to the side and waves her hand back, and you see the 8 maidens are more than fed upon. They've been torn to pieces.
Oh jeez.
Says,
God.
You
"Yes."
should ask who did that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that'd be
hold
too
on,
funny.
Tower, please. Um, uh, she says it happens like this sometimes. It's rare, but you can only feed on vampires. Human blood is not enough for you. Well, to be fair, you could feed on any demon,
Oh, I
but
see.
it is what it
I
is. He does
particular
point.
one.
She does point to one of them, and says, I did like that one though, but oh well." And
Uh,
she comes over and she kisses you on the lips as erotically as I could possibly not describe here on YouTube.
mm, well, my character now he's a vampire. He's he's not able I don't think he's as resistant as he once was, you know.
To
That's
what?
well, to those particular advances cuz before like he was flattering her but he didn't like, take her up on any offers kind of thing. But
Well,
Oh
now he's
now
Jesus Christ!
yeah.
hold on a second, guys. Let me get through this scene. Let me get through this scene, please, please.
Okay. All right.
Not GOP. You're fine. I'm talking to you. I'm talking about the other
Okay.
ones. Let me get through the scene. Another mechanical thing we need to put in here. Usually, the person who sired you, in this case, the queen, it would have complete dominance over you. That's how it works, at least for a time, right? For
Mhm.
decades. But in this situation, you're kind of a pseudo vampire. You're not quite normal thing, and it's because you're tethered. Like I said, you're not a normal person, and therefore, she's not doing it now. She could try mechanically. She could try to dominate you, but you do get a resistance, and it's actually not that high. So she it would only be like an 11 if she was very serious about it. I suppose I could bump it up to a 15, but she doesn't have as that much control over you as she would someone else. But to be
Okay.
fair, from her point of view, she doesn't have a problem with that. She doesn't know that yet. You don't know that yet, but mechanically, just so we have it. But she doesn't care about that. She actually likes you, legitimately.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All
So
right.
if you
But I'm
wanted to
just.
resist these advances, you could, is what I'm
Oh
saying.
no, but I'm just saying my character is probably, even though he's not a thrall, he's probably more drawn to her now than he was
Ah, sure.
before.
Why not? And
Yeah.
like I said, she's not using her power anyway. She's
Okay.
just happy
Fair
to see
enough.
you back up and moving around. Anyway, it it comes to where sunrise is less than an hour away. And walking into the courtroom, you see the queen, and walking next to her, you see lions. And I'm assuming you just put the clothing you have is really tattered. She does offer you other clothing if you want it.
Hmm. Well, my armor, it was a signature asset, but that was like that was like underwear, so it
Yeah,
wasn't
that's fine.
like,
That's fine. I'm
yeah.
not talking about
But
that. I'm
my
talking about your clothing.
suit is, yeah, my suit's all tore up.
Yeah. So
So
would you like the clothing she's offering?
yeah, I probably wouldn't walk around in tattered clothes. That probably
So
wouldn't make sense.
he walks out as regal as she does, in amazing silk clothing, absolutely gorgeous, and he looks quite hale as you guys come into the room. The only person who notices, well, no, two of you notice something immediately, even though most of it's covered. Without question, Setigir and Jarwa recognize the Erteglam without question.
You gave him the artifact.
It was the only way to get him back. It's been sitting in my family's care for over 3,000 years.
If only I wasn't trapped in ice. Anyway, never mind. Good. We need all the help we can get.
Mm, she agrees. Now, you guys can have a conversation with the queen. There's not much she can do. The vampires are not going to be very useful to you in this situation, just by their very nature. You do have one of the most powerful vampires on the planet, though, sitting in the room with you, who is definitely coming, right? Simply because he is, he was put here to during the time, lady and tower. You guys, while Jaro was working out, you guys certainly could have had a conversation with Sedigare, and he would have mentioned that that Osiris put him here to look after his daughter because he didn't know what would happen. Now, keep in mind that his daughter, Ninma, is she's demon now, but she's human, one of the first born of the humans, right? So she's not an Atalani, right? But he was sent here just to keep an eye, just in case that Lilith tried to use her as a pawn of some kind. So you did learn that during the conversation. Other than that, GOP's back 100%, more than 100%, 100, 280%. You've picked up an
Yeah.
ally in Baron Setigir. And what do you want to do? It is morning, though.
Do
GOP
they
has a bit of a
have
problem.
like full body things that can cover me up?
It wouldn't matter. She says once the sun comes up, you can stay awake if you want, but the lethargy is more than you want to bother with.
So I have to be nocturnal.
Hmm.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um so I mean, I guess that's weird too. Like, so what happens if I go to like the nighttime side of the planet while the sun is up? Is that still, am I still going to just be super tired? How does that work?
She says, as far as she knows, it's the moonlight that gives us power, not the sun.
Oh, so as long as I'm staying on the night side, I'm fine then,
She
essentially?
says, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Although to keep in mind, we do require rest, just like anything else.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Uh How do day-night cycles work on? Do they work similarly in like the other realms, or like in like the Fey place or
Oh, she
wherever?
you would know this anyway from your studies, but she, of course, she answers your question. No, in the Veil, it's there is no effect whatsoever, none.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only here on the mortal realm. Now, this does bring up a question that no one here really would have the answer to, because you are a tethered, and therefore you could travel the umbral highways no problem. A demon normally cannot do that. It takes great bit of Atalani magic to allow that to happen, right? The Asmodean
Mhm.
is a good example of an actual demon who is in the umbral space. He's in a bastion, right? So we don't know if that how that's going to work because you've been there before. But then again, we did see there were some pretty powerful magics from Hera at play that allowed her to bring a whole battalion of Stygians into Shiloh, right?
True.
So
Yeah.
so there are ways around it, and we don't know how you're affected. You might not be affected at all, but you'll know as soon as you try to pass through a gateway. You'll know for damn sure.
Okay. Well, we can try and then take us out
You
if
could.
something goes wrong.
You have Ramdar's step.
I'm going to walk up to him and look him over. So, I assume you too must feed on the innocent?
Uh, kinda. I mean, I guess I'm more guess I'm more in the demon eating side of things. You know.
You've heard of this
Ah.
before.
So you have to feed off of a demon. Do you know how much?
Not really quite yet. Although I was pretty hungry the first time around. But I guess it's understandable because she was saying that was kind of how much I had to feed was kind of a lot, right? For that
Yeah, no,
the
she's
first,
saying the hunger, as long as you maintain it, the hunger is nothing like that normally.
yeah. So I'm guessing a demon every once in a while, like kind of on the normal level of what a vampire has to do for normal people.
She pipes in and says that she eats weekly.
Okay, all right, cool. So now I know. So as long as we take on some demon and kill him in our mission, then you know I I'll have something to snack on.
Although you kind of although you're under 100% under control, that Baron Sediger does look tasty though.
Mm. I start licking my lips, kind of weirdly looking at him, like, and then I just stop myself, like, no.
Hmm. Anyway, so
All
what are we
right.
doing, guys? What are we doing? We picked up an ally. You have Baron Sedigear. GOP is more than back in the fight. What do you want to do?
Do we have
Allies.
any?
Allies. We need allies.
Yeah, that's what we're discussing. So who
Do,
else? Hmm?
do we have anything that could help the female increase her power as well?
She's already pretty badass, dude. Lady, what is your
Hey,
TK sitting at right now?
12D.
Yeah, yeah, she's good to go, dude.
Okay.
excellent.
That means magic.
Um.
Tetsuo.
Right. Well, I'm gonna ask the queen if there's any other soldiers that she has who could perhaps be useful for us in this fight. I've got some other ideas too, but I'm just making sure I cover all our bases.
Well, seeing as what you're going up against, there's really nothing the vampires have for you. The most powerful
Mhm.
vampire on Earth is standing right next to you.
Well, I think Tacitus might have someone who could help us.
Maybe. I mean, you guys know other people. I mean, you do.
Yeah,
The
Tacitus. Remember?
vampires don't. I've given you the vampire ally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had that scene. GOP, what are you doing?
I know. Hey, it's cool. I'm just covering all my bases just to make sure. Okay,
Don't
so
micromanage the campaign. GOP, God.
right. Well, Tower possibly has someone who might help us. Maybe. Uh, your old boss.
Yeah, that could work.
Merlin.
I have a
No, his old direct boss, the pirate lady.
Oh, the pirate lady. Uh, I mean, yeah,
Confused.
you could. I mean, she's not that powerful though.
Oh, okay, fair
Oh,
enough.
Yeah,
I was just figuring if there was someone in the order that he had connections to that he could kind of call on. I mean, he is over 200 years old.
he is. But a lot of there you could call on any number of people. You could go to your house and bring Miss Bethany, but she would be
Yeah,
dead
she's not.
instantly.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's who can be of value.
the
Well,
United States
Ninma,
military.
Yeah, I
they're not
mean
gonna they're not
the
gonna help us on
the
this, buddy.
Sentinels might be useful, but the Sentinels, you're not exactly sure how they're in play or what's going on with them, right? Um, but like I said, you could go ask her, but she's not that powerful, dude. She's more of a
Uh,
dignitary, really.
Well, I was just figuring I'd run it by, but I mean, just in case he knew anyone, and I mean, because he he was decently part of the order, so he had some
What
connections. I
about
would assume.
the guy who's in hiding? Wife.
Oh,
Her daughter was sacrificed.
yeah, but that's tricky though, right? Uh, so I mean, Ninma is the obvious choice here. So I
Nimma's
could,
is an obvious choice, of course, and her father's
yeah.
involved. So
Uh, okay. Did I get I mean, I guess we can do the old jump around thing, but basically just to make things go quickly, I contact Ninma. I'm also going to contact Jacob because, he was on the team once. I'm going to bring him on board again if he wants in.
Oh, and the other girl, that Chester's character that we never used.
Other
Oh.
MP.
Can we use her? Chester?
keep in mind that the majority of Dove thinks you are traitors and enemies of the state.
That's true. So, and we haven't really ever really worked with her that much.
You haven't worked
But
together yeah, you know who she is, of course, but you don't know her
yeah,
very
but
well.
we worked plenty with Jacob, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I can convince Jacob. And we've shown him the evidence.
Yeah, but
He's
I'm
not a
not.
stupid
What
guy.
we don't need to run yet another
Okay.
character. Let's keep
Okay.
it consolidated, please.
All right. Well, Ninma. We'll get Ninma on board. She's already supposedly with us on this, so we will bring Ninma on board, and then I don't think Antoine is that particularly powerful. I
No,
think he's
he's a
more of like a
bureaucrat.
management guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a bureaucrat. Yeah.
Um.
Nimma's the real deal.
Yeah. And then, oh, you know what? Uh, the the harlot. She was working for Sidon. Like, huh?
Her and the cat.
Yeah,
Cat,
they were
that's
working
true.
for Sidon, so they're on our side essentially. Like, let's get Sidon to contact them, and they can be useful in the fight.
If
They're
he's not dead.
well,
Yeah, no, they would be useful, but that's not really part of the plan. I mean,
okay.
it's okay. You can go try to get her, and I'll just put it in the background somewhere, I suppose.
All right, cool. So we'll go over that. I don't think there's anyone that Anthony can bring in that's going to be that kind of a hard hitter. I mean,
No.
it's a different level.
Do I have any allies? What about my children?
Like I said, if you guys took days or weeks, looking to great bring people in, I'm sure you could put an army together, but we have hours.
So we don't have that kind of time.
We
Okay. And then I'm just trying to think of who else would be that we have contacts with. That we could actually get on our side. I mean, worst comes to worst, we can always go to the Sentinel and bring it up with her. And if she's not down for it, she tries to kill us, then we can just teleport out. So
Or we can kill her and you'll have more food.
that would be a fine
That's
meal.
not a demon.
But
That's a
that's a good
Magu.
point. Yeah. But that's an option. Let's just take it. Let's see. And Tower, just be ready to if she turns on us to teleport us out. I did already try and get information to her through Anthony.
Yes, you did.
So if she at least has the information there, and if she decides to turn on us, then we know for a fact, okay, she knows the truth, and she's gonna go at us anyways. So
pull the trigger and
yep.
tell me what you're doing, please.
All right. I look over at Tacitus and I'm like, let's find out where the Sentinel is, and let's have a conversation. Just be ready to pull our butts out of the fire if she turns on us.
Let's see here. The best way to find out where she is would be through the BUA.
Okay.
Jessica.
Yeah. I'll call Jessica. Hey, I'll wait, till she answers the phone, but
You're not dead yet?
No, I'm still kicking. I got a new arm too. It's pretty nice. Hey, so I'm trying to find the Sentinel, for Boston. Any idea on her whereabouts?
Same place she always is. Upstairs.
Oh, she's over there, huh?
Yeah.
Can you give me a specific location? We kind of have to have a conversation.
She's on a video call. She says, "Yeah, come here, and I'll take you to her."
All right. I have Tacitus teleport us directly into Donaldson's office.
Okay, so we have a pseudo vampire with the arm of Nuada. We
Mhm.
have an ancient Atalani. We have a TK terror. We have an old magician that thinks he's 12. And we have the oldest and most powerful vampire on Earth. Perfect.
Yep, we're a regular motley crew.
She's not freaked out at all.
No, I know.
Yeah. And once she does get her composure, she's like, whew, things have gotten bad, huh?
You know it.
Enemy of mine is
Well, she takes you upstairs. She's being stealthy about it because even though the BUA is not a big fan of Dove, they are technically part of the pact, so better not to be seen. But she does take you through some back hallways and various things and get you up top, and you come into a room that was probably used for storage at one time, but it's been converted into a Spartan space that is painted pure white, floors, walls, and ceilings. In this room, there is a simple stone chair and nothing else. And sat upon the chair is Alora.
Okay, so we see each other then. I go, I'm guessing you know who we are.
Of course, you are part of the plan.
So, I'm guessing that, your, team wake up the giant ancient monster guy?
Of course not.
Oh,
I have
well
been
then,
sent by the Ascended.
so, Would you like to give us a hand on not letting the giant monster guy get
Pop out.
risen from his hopefully eternal slumber?
No,
Okay. So what exactly are you doing then?
to kill Shamyaza if he rises.
Okay. So you're not gonna try and stop the people who want to raise him up.
That is not my mission.
Right. Um Look, is there any way that we can convince you to oh, by the way, I'm doing a insight check as we're going. So if she is trying to fool me on
This
anything.
is a magi. Every
Mhm.
dice that would be associated with her would be a d20.
Okay. All right.
You're not getting shit. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
This is the closest thing to a god that you would actually meet, right? And
Well,
it's just a messenger of the ascended. So this is a different level of thing. Yeah. There are no dice involved here. Yeah.
okay. So there's no way I'm getting her to help us. Cool. All right. So this is all kind of a waste of time. Well, is there anyone that you know who would be on our side who would like to help us try and stop this thing?
This is your path.
Okay, well, thank you for all the help. I guess we're out of here then.
She smiles as your frustration shows through.
Mhm.
And she stands up and is in front of you with such speed that only those who have something like super speed or celerity would even be able to see, let alone be able to respond to. So you can see it. I think someone else here has celerity of some kind. Who
I
else?
have super speed.
You do. You two see the movement, but you ain't responding to it, right?
Okay.
And you notice that her hand had moved, and you see where she's sheathing her sword. She's doing that quite slowly. Everybody can see that.
Oh, great.
And
So who's dead?
no one's dead, but you
Okay.
notice that you had a little wince of pain. This silver arm actually is quite real in its interactions. And there is now a rune upon the outer area of your bicep, a sigil that you really don't know what language that is. Has
Well,
been carved with quite deft hand into your silver arm.
I may not know, but Tower would know.
Jaro would
I
as
have
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It is a symbol of, well, let's just say good luck.
Oh. Okay. And does it do anything or?
It might.
All right, cool. Oh, by the way, what did you say my super speed dice was? I forgot.
Celerity, I think it was 10.
Okay. So I don't forget, and I'll just add that to my initiative.
You added to pretty much everything, actually.
Yeah. All right, cool. Um. So, all right. Well, I say, thank you for that. Even though, did anyone explain to me what that symbol was, or am I just looking at it like, oh, that looks neat.
She sits
Thanks.
back down on her stone chair.
All right, guys. Well, who's next? So I still do have to talk to Ninma, or did we already just say that's because we already kind of know that that's
Yeah,
going to
you
be
can contact Nima and pick her up quite easily. Yeah,
okay? Let's just say we do that
she's
since
a
we
bit.
already.
Yeah, sure. She's a bit desperate to see Daddy anyway.
Oh, all right. And well, I'll ask Ninma if she knows anyone who would be useful in this fight that we haven't thought of so far.
Well, you guys are able to rendezvous with her. We'll say at that same park, and you pick her up. You're all standing around. Your party is, strange, but she says that she's not sure who can be trusted in that regard, or and the ones that can be are not really powerful enough. She has actually been making contacts this whole time over the past many months, and although no one's really known, no one knows more than you guys do, really, and most of them don't even know a quarter of that. But no one in the Umbral realms have any interest in getting involved whatsoever.
Okay,
They're all terrified.
fair enough. All right. Well, that's fine. Then I'm pretty sure there's nobody else that I'm thinking of, unless I'm brain farting here on someone. But I mean, I can't think of anybody else who's tough enough for this fight that we could trust.
There's one other, but
That isn't well. That we can trust is the key word too.
that's true.
You know.
There is one other though.
Well, there's. I don't think the one guy who was in his castle fortress would be willing to come out. So I don't think it's
Asmagog?
him.
No,
Yeah.
Theskilian probably wouldn't. Besides, they're all very sad. They lost the daughter.
Now, did we already establish if Lilith was potential ally or not, or
Lilith, the real Lilith?
the one? Well, the one who helped me, not Hera, because Hera was already there.
You have not met Lilith in your life. You've never met
Oh,
her.
okay. All right, my bad. Well,
Hera
I thought she was already there.
Yeah, Hera was the one from the beginning. She was Lady Hez hiding because most people don't know what Lilith looks like. She's been in Stygia for a very long time. Jarro was the one that knew that it looked like Lilith to him. But of course it was Hera. You don't know where the real Lilith is. You don't even know if she's alive.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I doubt we could trust someone like, even though she'd probably be pretty happy if we got her out of there, but I doubt Lady Faye would be willing to help us. You know,
Well, you don't know that, but that would be quite a fight.
That would be very
You would have
dangerous.
to fight the entirety of the summer court.
Yeah, to get her out.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, Tower's character supposedly has a lot of intelligence. Could he rack his brain to kind of think of people we might have met in the past who might be useful? Because I can't think of who this last person might be who could assist us.
Well, you guys have you've been listening to, especially Tower. You've been listening to various conversations that have been going on, and particularly Jarro and his interaction with that there are only 7 Atalani left on the planet, and this and that, and 2 of them are enemies, and 4 of them are about to self-sacrifice and stuff. But you thought for sure you ran into another elder. You're not sure if it's an Atalani, but you do remember interacting with another elder. She was scary as shit too.
Oh, the chick who was in the freaking she was a Kraken, right, or something like that.
The Kraken, yes, she's in Greenbrier.
Oh well, I didn't even think she'd be interested because I thought of her for like a second. Yeah, Jody. I thought of her for like a second, but I'm like, there's no way she'd be interested in getting involved with all this. But we could. I mean, yeah, we could.
She's connected to the Winter Court too.
Oh. Yeah, yeah. Well, we haven't left yet. We're still kind of here, and I look over at Jessica, or Officer Donaldson, and I go, "You still friends with Jody?"
Friends?
Well, I use the term loosely.
You seem to be the only one she will talk to, if that's what you mean.
Can we get an audience?
We could try.
I mean, Although we maybe want to keep, I know we don't like to separate the party, but we might want to keep Lady out of the room, considering what happened last time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm.
Remind me what happened.
She was slightly interested.
She wanted to have a snack. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Let's go, because I want to get to the fight. So like let's get
Yeah.
if we can get her as a friend, cool. If we can't, then we can't. But let's just take this last path and then let's get going.
Okay. So you guys, I'll cut through all the rigmarole, and we find ourselves at Jody's door, and she allows you entrance, and you're standing in this black room, and her visage comes into play. She looks horrible. She's broken, as I'm showing with this thing right here. But Jaro, you drop to one knee.
Hmm.
Oh, who is she now? Who is she really?
Well, she's been in hiding for quite a long time, actually. You haven't heard of her being around since you've been back, Jaro. But there's no mistaking her beauty. Of course, this is Inanna herself,
Hmm.
Lady
Lady
Inanna.
Inanna.
You probably know her as Aphrodite.
Lady Aphrodite.
She says, Jaro?
Yes, my lady.
Now, you didn't think about it much. When you came into this room, you felt a little weird, Jaro.
Hmm.
Everyone does, but you kind of recognize something strange is going on in this room, particularly. Now you can see she's damaged. She's not in a good shape. She's clearly being fed off as well, although she seems to be resisting it better than the others. And these guys know that she's been here in this place for before the Europeans came.
Mm,
So she's been over here for quite a long time. Anyway, go ahead,
okay.
GFP.
So do you relay that information to us? By the way. Oh no, you said that you called her out. My bad.
He would have called
Yeah.
her Inanna, though. He wouldn't have called her Aphrodite. It's a very modern name for her.
I see. I see you two know each other. Um. I'm guessing you know what's going on in the world right now, and possibly why we're here.
She says, I do. What do you
So,
propose to do about it?
well, we're gonna try and stop it. Hopefully, with your help. I give a nice sly little smile. If I can try and do a influence roll, which I know you're gonna say like, oh, it's d20s and stuff, but it's on the table. Just saying. If
Yeah,
I
no,
have
no, no. Now, the information that Jaro has regarding Inanna is this. She is she's one of the firstborn, right? Hera
Mhm.
is not. I don't know exactly what generation I put her in, but she's very ambitious. That's why she's so powerful. But the firstborn, like Odin, Osiris, Ea and Leal, these kinds, Vulcan, these are firstborn, the first creations of Shamyaza's brood, right? Inanna is part of that. Her name, her real true ancient name is Ninchida, but nobody here, well, Jaro might know it. But she's an actual firstborn. So it's a bit different level of things than, say, Hera or one of the last generations that Jaro is. They're all Atalani, but she is, pretty high end, right?
Hmm.
But
Okay.
But this is the thing, and she says this to you, and she's not being as creepy as she was before. Although she does is looking around for that pretty little girl, though.
I say nothing about that unless you
Yeah,
ask.
yeah. But keep in mind, she is as weakened as the others. She says this to you.
Well,
Meaning
Any
she
help.
doesn't know how much use she would be, but she's willing to help.
Well, I mean, even if you have you in the command tent, that might be a benefit for us. But
She says if she
eh,
leaves this room, however, she will come under the full effects of Hera's spell. She knows Hera's involved.
so it'll be more detrimental for us to have you leave, is what you're saying.
She believes so. Sedigir is confused.
I look over at set of gear and give him a little look like what's wrong?
Well, he didn't know Hera was involved. He thought it was Lilith.
Oh. Yeah, revelations all around. It's definitely Hera.
Yeah, Sedigir doesn't
Okay.
know what to make of that. But basically, she's willing to come if you want, but she just doesn't know how much help she'll be. But she is willing to come.
Well, is there any
We should
assistance you
keep the
could?
lady safe.
Yeah. Is there any way you can assist us, even if you don't come along with us? Maybe any allies who could be helpful, or you happen to have any magical artifacts laying around? Whatever we can, utilize will be good.
She opens her mouth, and it much wider than it should be possible, even in the most extreme psychedelic movie.
Okay.
And out of it comes a softball size pearl.
Oh, it's lovely.
It floats
Sure.
in the air. She says, "This will fight in my stead."
Okay. I guess. Well, you know what, lady, you need a cool artifact.
No, it's not an
I,
artifact. It's not an
Oh.
artifact. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
it's not.
Yes.
Okay.
Your party now consists of an ancient vampire, an ancient Athalani, a vampirized tethered demon, an old wizard who likes Tootsie Rolls, a telekinetic monster, and a floating ball, a pearl, a giant pearl,
Thank you very much
and Ninma.
for and Ninma. Well, thank you very much for the help. We should probably get going then, everybody. Uh, let's teleport. Let's teleport the officer back to her, her desk, and
Sure.
then let's get back to the main group, I guess.
All right, you go back to the Kerman compound, and you're all gathered here. Of course, as soon as you pop in, the elders are sitting here having a conversation, just waiting for you. And Nimma runs over to her very frail father and gives her a hug, and he reciprocates. She is the daughter of
That's
Osiris, by the way. Puffin, you weren't here earlier.
Mm,
So,
all right.
more people to protect.
yeah, unfortunately.
she
Yeah.
with us.
So, I'm not the smartest guy here, but what's the best battle plan we could have? I look over at all the various gods standing before me.
It's true. It is a bit overwhelming. They say that, we simply need to go to the crypt, and we're going to do our ceremony, and you will protect us.
Sounds like a plan.
All
I
righty.
pull out my revolver. I'm like, let's
This can
get the
only
job done.
end good.
We're all gonna die, but it'll be fun. Let's go.
All right. So, you guys gather together. Osiris puts an image in your head tower of where you need to go. And you guys materialize slowly, though. It's not as quick as it normally is. But you do materialize inside a pitch black space. You don't know, you can't see anything, literally nothing. But very quickly, before anyone can, illuminate the room, which there's several people here who can, you do hear a rumbling in the back. You hear this sound, and you see an image appear in the darkness before you.
Ka-ka-ka-ka-doo-doo.
Yes.
All right, I'm done.
And it doesn't speak. It doesn't say anything, although its very presence has sound. Everybody here seeing this is the projected image of Shamyaza, but still, even that is enough to gain your attention, and the room does become to a glow because you see now the room lightens up and you see him teetering at the door, literally trying to come through it, although he seems to still be locked behind it. This giant gate. This is a very impressive amount of stonework in this building, in this room. It's a gigantic room. You know that this is below the Caspian Sea. Of course, Jaro and the others have been here before. Um, but it is visibly right in front of you, although it can't come forward. However, being in the presence of Shamyaza is not a good thing. Therefore, everybody, please give me a dice roll. Because he's still behind the gate, though, I'm not going to make it very hard. But give me a dice roll of 11, please.
Okay, same dice we rolled.
Mental resistance, so mental distinction, focus, stuff like that.
Oh,
Oh, so I can do my mental dice. All right, well that'd be a little better than what I rolled before. Or will my knowledge dice still work, or would occult work maybe?
No, this is a
All right,
resistance from a
okay.
mental. This is a
So
mental
it's
fortitude roll. So it'd
so
be
it's
your
still
mental.
focused.
It would be a distinction that might apply to things like that, and it would be your focus.
All
And
right.
any other asset you have, you think that would help you in this regard.
Oh, nope. So same dice I rolled earlier. Okay.
11. 11 is the number needed.
Okay. Well,
Muffin
let's
gets it
see.
no problem.
I
You
will
don't get it no problem.
spend.
Tower lady.
Oh, my defense.
Ooh.
Okay, lady should be. Well, that was a bad roll, lady.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Let's see. What do I have for
You made it
Can
though,
you?
lady. You made it, so it's okay.
Okay.
This isn't
But you
very
got.
hard right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I should still have
Tower,
a
I'm waiting
healing
for your roll,
two.
dude.
it's a mental defense, right?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
with the focus skill.
Mental with focus. Nice. 10. Okay. Sorry, the dice app thinking is loading.
D12, D10, and a focus is a D6 for you.
Yeah, I think he said
I
the
don't know.
dice was
I'm
loading.
just.
GOP, what are you going to
Yeah.
do? Because as we stand right now, you failed.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
gonna spend
So has
What is-
Tower.
whoa.
Oh my no, well, can we do the reroll and drop and not get the PowerPoint
This is
then?
skill based. We don't do re-rolls with that. We do re-rolls with
Okay.
combat, right?
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I'm going to
PowerPoints, hero
add a
dice, of course, apply.
PowerPoint. Yeah. I'm gonna not add a PowerPoint, add a hero dice. So I'm gonna roll one.
Okay.
I should have a
You only
D6,
need
so
2.
I'll
So, Tower, you might want to spend 2 PowerPoints and re-roll that D12.
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, that saves me.
Yeah, you're fine. You only need 2. And Tower is going to re-roll that 12 there. Yeah, there you go. You're fine. Okay. So yeah, because I will, depending on how things go in the combat, I will occasionally make this roll have to be made again. But the initial one is successful, which is good. I think the one who's least worried about this is probably the lady. She has the strongest mental aspects to her, I think. Nevertheless, the elders immediately go up toward the gate, and they start chanting in Atalani, and this actually causes Shamyaza to the elders start chanting, and this causes Shamyaza to actually back up a little bit, and they're continuously doing this. Now you do notice that the pearl starts pulsing, and it doesn't speak, but it is pulsing, and it seems to be shedding its light in toward the back of the room. And as it's doing this, you see various people begin porting into this room. Okay, so the first person you see come into this room is a person that none of you've seen before, other than Jaro.
Hmm.
And he looks exactly like the last time you saw him,
Howard.
unchanged. Now Vulcan is his history is definitely up and down. Why is he working with Hera? You're not exactly sure. Particularly, you just were talking to his wife, estranged, clearly. But I could have chose his ancient name, but Vulcan's the coolest one, so we're gonna go with that. Um, he just kind of stares at the group of you, and he doesn't say anything. Popping in behind him, you see, you know, an army is popping into this place, full of Gorgons and Astrothian guards. And you don't see any of those armored guys or things like that yet. But of course, more importantly, coming into the room behind all of that is the queen herself. She walks up and she sees you here, and she says, talking to all of you directly, she says, "You know, this is irrelevant. You can do nothing. It's already in motion."
Well, we can put you down.
She chuckles at that. Well, I suppose we'll see about that. Such a waste of life. Especially you, Jaro. You've been such good food. She screams at the top of her zealot head, and calls her army to kill everything. So they try. Initiative.
Yeah,
Yay! My initiative is
I'm at a
34.
46 now.
Okay. So
Oh
Hera's
wait, no,
first, no matter
I'm
what. Hera's first.
much higher because
Um,
my physical's a D20. I didn't add that. Oh, so that's
yeah,
56.
yeah,
My
yeah.
bad. Okay.
I think what we're looking at is because that guy's not here, so I guess it would be GOP and then Ninma. What is your number, Tower?
I'm popping it. I'm sorry. Discord's sort of overheating my phone at the moment. I believe it's around 38, 40, but I'll get you an exact 32.
44.
44.
44.
You
Fuck.
said
Okay.
32? No, 44.
Basically, it's going to go. Well, Hera's first if she chooses to be first, which she's not going to do anything yet. And then would be Yeah, then would be GOP, then would be Puffin, and then would be Vulcan, and then my people are going last. So then Tower and Lady would go. So Hera is just watching right now. I mean, she's queen after all, GOP. You go ahead. Now, what's happening here is this is a very large open room. There are various altar tables around. The room is super ancient, but it's not broken. There's no reason for it to have been broken, right? Everything in here is perfect, and it's maybe a bit dusty, but it's a giant open room with carvings and stuff on the walls and pillars and columns and all that kind of stuff. You have basically a small army of Strothian guards coming at you. You have many Gorgon coming at you, and Vulcan is moving as well. So,
Okay.
what do you want to do?
I'm gonna blast the queen
Okay.
since I wanna. Yeah. Language. Phrasing. D20, D12, 2D10, D8, and a D6.
Okay.
All right. Pull that up. Oh wait, I have to actually get a D20 now in my thing because I'm not used to it. Cool. Let me drop this back down. D20. D12, 2D10, D8, D6. Here we go. Not the worst, but I mean, we'll see what you roll against it.
Nothing for me. I don't roll anything.
Oh,
You
okay.
hit.
So I did nothing.
You're what are you doing? You're shooting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you let off your shot, appearing in front of her quicker than your shot can go off is a swarm of blackbirds, and you kill one.
All right, cool. But I do hit. Well, no, I can't use that effect because since I have super speed, I could do. No, because I would have to spend a PowerPoint, and I don't really have one on it. So, never mind. I'm good.
Okay. Next is Puffin.
Mhm.
Got the queen in the back. You got a bunch of these kind of annoying minions with the Strothian guards. You got some Gorgons, which are a little more hardy, and a Vulcan. Now, you know right well that you're a younger Atalani, comparatively,
Mhm.
you were a very, very capable warrior
Mhm.
amongst the Atalani. Vulcan is an absolute threat. You know right well. He's probably the most dangerous thing in the room, Hera aside. Her magic is pain in the ass, but this dude is a frickin' slaughterhouse dude.
Then I'm gonna mess him up. Hit him very hard.
Okay?
I'm gonna rush him. Um, with advanced speed, greater strength. Yeah, I figured, and I'm gonna. I mean, yeah, for lack of a better term, I'm gonna hit him with. I might want to spend a PowerPoint to activate super strength in this instance to just hit him very hard. Remind him the way Zeus used to slap him.
Yes. In their wrestling matches.
Yes. So let's see here.
Oh, they were wrestlers back in the day, eh?
Just hit it very hard.
17 with the D12 effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So keep in mind if you want to spend any PowerPoint, you have to do it now.
What would super activating incredible feat of strength give me?
Well, you would have to use it in a specific situation. So
Okay. I will. I will, since I am reducing mental and social. That'll give me a PowerPoint. So I'll spend that PowerPoint to use super speed so I can take an extra attack after this one.
okay. What is your total after spending
My
PowerPoints?
17 on this attack.
Okay.
with a D12 effect. All right.
Yep, 17 with D12 effect.
Okay.
Wow.
He has a 23.
Alright, so next attack.
Well, no, let's resolve first attack, one attack at a time.
Oh, okay.
So he's sitting on a 23. You could use hero dice to try to go beyond that, and or you could just take your reroll, but you won't get a PowerPoint for it.
No, I'll just let this attack fizzle.
All right,
All
take a
right. So you get a
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
Okay, so I get the
Second
PowerPoint.
attack.
See, that's the fun part, because with the second attack, I can get the PowerPoint back from if I fail miserably, which I think I'm going to.
No, you're not.
Let's see here.
Oh, that's actually
Hoorah!
really good.
That's
I'm
very
going to
That's a
high.
spend.
That is a
24.
22, a 24. Yeah. All
I
right.
would like to spend 2 PowerPoints, so I'll go down to 4 PowerPoints. Still reducing, so I'll come back up to 5 at my next round to make that a. My brain's farting. Add the 2 11s to it.
Okay. All right. Now I could
Oh.
do many things, but hmm, I'm going to spend a PowerPoint.
Mm-hmm.
You hit him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's looks normally modernly dressed actually, but
Mm-hmm.
I spent a PowerPoint, and he changes into this golden armor. Right? This beautiful, some of the most stunning armor you've ever seen in your life, full plate,
Ooh.
right? And he has this shield meets your second axe's blow, and you shatter the shield, which takes him aback, and he throws the carnage of the shield to the ground. And in his right hand is a spear. So you have removed the shield.
All right.
Alrighty. Uh,
Okay.
then it is his turn, and he's going to just come at you with the attack. Do I want to burn that now? I am going to. He spends a PowerPoint on this attack, and he's coming at you. So what this is going to do is doubles his physical for this combat.
Come with all your fury, old Forge Master.
I actually should have put another D12 in there for his armor. I forgot, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, here we go. So this is the full fury of Vulcan coming at you. Not good. You get a PowerPoint unless I wanna deal with that. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna re-roll that D20.
Come on, another one.
Yeah, it would suck.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
that was a good roll.
All right, so I'm not gonna burn any PowerPoints in that way, but I am sitting on a 26.
Okie dokie.
So defend yourself, sir.
Hooray! Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. So I just realized I can use the axes to parry. Okay. And I made myself some armor.
So you can add that to your defense roll.
Okay. Not enough. Not even close.
Most.
Now, of course, you can spend PowerPoints. You could take your reroll and forfeit the PowerPoint you would get. Hero dice,
I'll
of course.
reroll.
All right, go ahead and reroll.
Let me clear the board so it doesn't break my computer.
Sure.
Oh, that's way
Not
worse.
even better.
That's
Yeah,
worse.
not one.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
so
I'll take that. It's very nice.
Okay.
You're very kind.
You're welcome. I guess that I will just spend a PowerPoint for regeneration and take the D12 effect.
All right.
Reduce.
So how does your regeneration work?
I can regenerate damage, regenerate mental. Basically, what that means is it steps the damage down from basically one step. So instead of a D20 effect, I take a D12 effect.
Which would be good because D20 would take you out instantly. But I'm not
Yep.
putting a D20 on you. What's being
Oh.
put on you is a D12. That's my
Oh.
effect die. We're not accustomed to calling that out. My D20's made my roll, so this is D12. So it actually steps it down to a D10. So you
And
have
I
a
have an
D10
armor
strength.
of. And I have an armor of D12. So does that negate it?
It would.
All right. So that's what I'll do.
So he comes in, he scores the hit, but your armor takes the blow, and this miffs him. So he spends another power point, and the place
Okay.
on your armor that was struck
Mm-hmm.
turns into paper mache.
Ooh.
I
Like
will.
actual paper mache or metaphorically?
Metaphorically, yeah.
All right.
Oh, I liked that eye. I'll just have to retie
So does
that.
that step down his armor by 1 or something, or what does that do?
Yeah, no, that's step it down his armor by 1. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Okay, well, that was an interesting exchange, but yeah, no, Vulcan is no joke, dude, because his Mechanica magic that he has is really good at dealing with fighters and armor. Yeah. But anyway, that's done, which brings us, because Hera's not acting this round, which brings us to everybody else and then my guys. So Tower's faster than Lady, so go ahead, Tower.
What would be better here?
Well, just
Hell,
to
fireball.
reiterate, I'll show it to you again. Of course, you got Lady Hera,
Yeah.
the Queen in the back. You have the whole slew of Strathian guards, and you have some Gorgon as well. And
Uh, how
the
close?
orb is going to act same time Lady is, but I'll let Lady go first. So
How bunched up are all the guards?
they're kind of in a normal formations. There's actually 3 small phalanx of 12. So there are 36 Strathian guards, and the Gorgons are we'll say there are 6 of them.
Okay, so my AOE could hypothetically take out quite a lot of them all
Well,
at
you could
once.
hit one of the phalanx, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I think
But
that'd be the best call.
keep in mind the
Huh?
way it works. The way it works is I have 3 sets of Strathian guards cards here. Here is what they look like, right? So there are 3 sets of these, right? And there are 3 sets of these as well. They're just different, right? So the way it works is when you do AoE against minions, we take off 2 dice, right? So basically, we have 12 dice that need to be removed to get rid of all the Strothians. But that's so just remind you that's how it works. So if you hit with an AoE against these guys, you will drop them in one of the flanks in half.
All
And
right. Yeah, GOP.
because I was saying, so like we've had enemies hit us with AOE's before, where it hit our entire group, kind of thing. And I get like the groups do spread out for him to hit everyone, but could he also hit a Gorgon in that shot with the
No,
AOE? Or
no,
okay,
they've separated themselves. The Gorgons are actually floating in the air. But
okay,
however, because everyone is powered up so much here. I know all of you guys do. Lady certainly has a shield of 12. What is your armor, Tower?
he just picked up a 12.
Yeah, it should
Yeah.
be, and he's got Excalibur as well. So the Strathian guards can't even hurt you. They literally
Oh,
can do nothing to any of you. You guys are all beyond their ability. They can't
They're
hurt you
king.
at all. Yeah.
They can hurt
E-
some of our allies.
Even with my reduced armor, it's still a D10, so they can't hurt me.
Oh, that's right. I got to remember Sitagir. I'll do Sitagir after and Lady Nimma. I should have done Lady Nimma before. I'll do them after Tower's done, and then Lady will go. So I have to remember they're in the fight. So what are you going to do, Tower? I'm just saying it
Uh,
might be more beneficial for you to take out these Gorgons.
yeah, I'll do that to the Gorgons.
Now, the AOE would be irrelevant in this regard. So you just attack one of them.
Okay. And
Don't waste the PowerPoint, is what I'm saying.
yeah, I got you. Okay. Do 2d12 2d12. So I want to do this. Okay. 2d12 2d10 d8 d4. Yeah.
Yeah.
2d12 2d10 d or 3d8 10. My bad because of the buff. 2d12.
Okay.
And the dice are floating. I know. I'm sorry. 2d12,
Yeah.
2d10, d8, and d4.
All right, here we go. Oh well, the one's not good, but still.
I can't even see what I rolled. It didn't show up on my side.
You got an 18. Excuse me. No, you got a 20.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the D12 effect.
Yeah. And you gave me a 10-sider. You could spend a PowerPoint and throw that 7 in there and make it 26, but I don't know how many. I don't know how many PowerPoints you have.
I think I had like. Let me look.
I don't think you had that many left, though.
Yeah, I only got 4 left.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's a 20 anyway. So let me go ahead and make my roll.
You can always contest it too if he makes it. Oh, you got a PowerPoint.
There you go. You got a PowerPoint. I got a 19, so just one shy. I'm not going to burn any PowerPoints on these guys. So you score a hit. What is your effect die? A 12, I'd assume. I see it right there. So
12.
you now these are not bosses. Minions, of course, we remove dice, but on non-minions, a score of a 12 will stress them out. So you're able to drop one of the Gorgons. Very nice.
Question, Mr. Chester.
Yes.
When I did that 40-something attack, I got 2 12s. Did I get a PowerPoint for that?
No. No.
Okay.
No. You could have got hero dice, but I beat you, I think. So.
Well, no, you used your shield and then
Oh,
I
I
shot
did.
it.
So therefore, oh, I got to pay attention to that, guys. There might have been hero dice in there for you.
Oh,
There
okay.
probably were hero dice in there for you.
Because yours was a 26
Something.
or no, it was 23, right? If that's the one I'm thinking. Oh no, because it would be after his roll. So
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
used the
just
shield. You didn't make a
take
roll.
2 20-sided hero dice.
Okay.
Alrighty. So Tower's done. And he's actually able to remove one of the Gorgons. Very nice. Lady Ninima goes, and we'll just say that, as powerful as she is, she's able to go in, and she's going to spend a power point, and she's going to double attack in this situation, and she's going to actually no. How many she got? Hold on a second. She's going to spend 3 power points, and she removes one of the flanks of the Strathian guards.
cool.
So there's only 2 of those left. And then goes who else I got here? I got Ninma. I got Setagir. Setagir. Oh Jesus, he's an absolute monster. What is Setagir going to do? He's going to lead Vulcan to you. He's not going to mess with her just yet. He's going to try to do the same thing you guys are doing, soften up the enemy. So Setagir goes in, and I'm not going to burn any of his PowerPoints yet, but he goes in and takes one of the Gorgons out. So there's one Gorgon left and two flanks of Strathians left, Vulcan and Hera, of course. And then the lady goes.
Lady goes. She puts up her shield. Yay!
Yeah, just spend your PowerPoint. No, of course. And what do you go to attack here? What are you going to do? There's a Gorgon left that has not been mauled, and there are two cards of Strathian guards here.
Okay, yeah, and she doesn't trust herself too much. So what she's going to do? These Gorgons are up in the air.
There's
How
one
strong
left.
is how strong is his mental ability? I'm going to slam him up against the wall.
Not much.
Okay. Because his AC is 12. So I'm hoping with kinetic pushing him,
Yeah, but
it'll
that
do
is not a physical
damage.
attack, though.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Well, it is physical attack, actually. Using it that way, it's not a mental attack. But yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah.
Make your attack.
Okay.
I was gonna say, can you push it into the maw of Cthulhu as like just an extra fun little?
Well, that's not actually in reality. It's behind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Dimensionally.
Yeah. Never mind. Okay, I thought it'd be fun.
The elders are still chanting, by the way.
I think this is right. They have no damage on it.
Yep. Just make your roll.
I don't think it's
normal attack.
Good.
I feel like you should have.
That doesn't feel right at all. Yeah. I don't think that you're using the right amount of dice.
Well, a 12. Someone remember that. A 12 for my kinetics. A 10 for my mental strength. An 8 for my the attribute distinction.
And your occult.
Occult is 8 again.
So okay, well it is right. All right then. So it's a 10. Do you want to spend any PowerPoints or do anything before I make my roll?
Already spent one PowerPoint.
For the shield, yeah.
I would say let him roll against it and then re-roll if he beats it.
It's true.
Give me.
So he got a 18.
I got an 18. So you could certainly re-roll.
That's 2 points, though, isn't it?
No, you get
a free re-roll in combat. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a re-roll. I'll just click re-roll.
Yep.
Better, but not enough.
Okay.
Although
now hold on a second. Now this is a 17. I have a 17. So you have to beat me. So you could spend your lowest number hero dice and beat me. So.
Well, both of them are 10-siders.
Nope.
Or 12-siders. Let me see. 10-sider.
You only have 2.
10-sider.
Oh, that's kind of wasting. Well, I mean, it's up to you. As it is right now, it's a failure.
Or you could throw in that other.
You can spend a PowerPoint.
8-sider. Yeah, you could add that other 8-sider into the roll.
Right.
Too. With a D12 effect.
Yeah,
that'll
that's
do
the
it.
easy way. Just spend a PowerPoint. How many you got left?
Yeah. That'll give me 7.
Oh, okay. No, you got plenty. All right. And of course that leaves the D12 as the effect, which because these are not boss types, that's enough to drop it out of combat. All right. So for round 1, I still got the orb to deal with, but round 1 we were able to deal with all the Gorgons and one of the Strathian guards. Right? No, two of the Strathian guards. I think. Right.
3. Because they're in sets of 3, but 3 deep as well. There's 9?
Yeah, no. It's not what I said. I said there's 3 cards. But let me see here. Tower. What did you do, Tower? You took out a Gorgon. And then Ninma took out. Sedigar took out the other Gorgon, and Ninma took out a whole card of Strathians. So I will. What do I want to do with the orb?
And Lady just successfully
The
took
last
out.
Gorgon is down. Yeah, I know.
Yes. Okay.
There's 2 Strothian Guard cards left, Hera and Vulcan, which really
Pearl.
they're in here just for color anyway. But huh. All right, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys. And the orb actually is speaking in combat. It's going to go now. The orb is a one-shot thing, and it's going to it can definitely it'll take out one of those Strothian Guard cards for sure, right? Which would leave you with one. Or it will put a serious hurting on Hera or Vulcan. You choose.
I would say either Hera or Vulcan.
Well,
Honestly.
pick.
Let's hit Hera. Honestly, she's probably going to be the biggest of the bat. Well, Vulcan's really tough too, though.
He
I
is.
vote Hera. I vote Hera. What do you guys vote?
Yeah, because Hera can destroy the world. Vulcan's just an asshole.
All right. So,
Uh,
asshole it is. Excuse me, World Destroyer it is. The orb flies over and around combat and comes down into Hera. Uh, she doesn't know exactly what it is, but as it comes in, it strobes its lights and it explodes in her area. Gone. It's a one-shot thing. However, all that bird shield she had around her is gone, and she is rebuffed by it and knocked down. So you're not sure if she took damage or not, but it certainly removed that shield that she had up, and it put her on her ass. And she's
okay.
cussing hysterically. If you haven't noticed, Hera doesn't have much self-control. But nevertheless, brings us back to the top, which is me. Hera is not going to stand for that. Well, she's going to sit, I guess. But she gets up, and you see as she stands that there's a scar running on the left side of her face all the way down into her chest, and her clothing is damaged as well. It's like this pulsing purple black scar that looks quite painful, and she's not pleased with it. And she is going to unleash an attack against one of you. So let's see here. Let's do it. Completely. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. All right. So let's see here. What do we got? We got 1, 2 is GOP, 3, 4 is Puffin, 5, 6 is Lady, 7, 8 is Tower, 9, 10 is Setagir, and 11, 12 is Ninma. All right. So here we go. Let's see who gets this attack. It's Ninma.
Ooh.
All right. So Ninma's going to take this attack. What I want to do here?
Killer.
Hmm. No, I won't do that. I'll do this. Hera looks at her and screams in Atalani a curse at her. The curse actually takes, Atalani letter form in air. It becomes a physical representation of her voice, and instantly goes across the battlefield, and it strikes Ninma square in the chest, and envelops her. Okay, in some kind of weird thing that she's like instantly cocooned, and she goes bouncing off of the wall and somewhere into the distance. You don't know what's happened to Ninma, but it didn't look good. And then I'm going to spend a power point, and she's going to cast another ability. This time she's going to cast. Let's see here. You're engaged with Vulcan, Puffin. This is going to get Lady, Tower, and GOP. Setagir is actually. I didn't do Setagir. Yes, I did. He's up further in combat. You guys are doing pot shots from the back. Yeah. So you three are going to get hit by this. Well, potentially. So let me make an attack here. This is an AoE effect, and I spent my PowerPoint. So what is
Thank you, Chester.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. So I have a 21, and I'm not going to spend any PowerPoints at this time. So it's a 21. Defend yourselves. Lady,
All right.
Tower, and GOP.
D20 to D12, D10, D8, and I'll hinder the 6. So 20 to 12, 10, D8, and give myself PowerPoint. Oh! Oh! Well, you do get one, but I also rolled a nat 20, which I guess doesn't really matter, but still, that's cool.
I will take it, sir.
Yeah. And that's a 30
fine.
for my
Yeah, you're
defense
fine.
roll.
Tower?
I also got myself a PowerPoint.
Well, I have the straight D12.
Yeah, just roll a standard defense against a physical attack.
Yeah, so 12.
I don't see your roll anywhere.
All right.
Oh, there it is.
Not.
What? Why are you only rolling a 12? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Roll your defense, sir.
Oh, I got confused. Fuck. Sorry.
It's okay.
So you did pick up you do have a 12 because of your armor.
2D12. Yeah, D12, 2D10. 2D8. Yeah. Okay. 2D12.
A D12, 2D10, and if you want to put up your telekinetic shield, it'll be 3D8. Otherwise, it's 2D8.
Yes.
Which I kind of recommend putting it up.
Yep. Spend the PowerPoint.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you get a little bit extra defense for the combat.
Lady, you can roll too. Thank you.
There it goes.
All right, so lady here is got a 17. So lady, my roll is a 21. So you're if you spend a PowerPoint, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Tower, you thank you, by the way. I do appreciate it. You guys give me all kind of ammunition against you.
Right.
You are failing as it is, but if you spend one PowerPoint, you will be good. But keep in mind, how many do you have left? You already spent one PowerPoint this round.
Fuck yeah, I'll do it. That puts me at what, 2?
2. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are all fine, and therefore the initial effect, or excuse me, the after effect has none on you, and then I have to do the primary effect. So we're gonna have to do that all again. But that was the thing you wanted to avoid. This right here is just a straight attack, and it's going to be against one of you. And I'll say GOP is 1-2, Tower is 3-4, Lady is 5-6. So let me go ahead and see who she focused it at.
Me.
GOP. So GOP.
It's a me.
This is just a straight attack. That right there was an AOE effect, which she failed, which is good because she hits that's called the hand of Shakir, by the way, and that would not have been good. But you do have to deal with the actual attack though.
All right, I'll use the hinder again. So here we go.
Why is?
What did you get? 20.
You get a PowerPoint from me, and I got a 22.
And you got a PowerPoint from me. So
it's not loading yet for me.
Oh, so I got a 19. Oh, you got 2 PowerPoints from me. My bad. So yeah, versus a 22. So I'll do that.
What are the dice I get?
D8 and a D4.
Okay.
And
useless
then
D4 crap.
Should I just re-roll? Yeah, I should. I'll just yeah. I'll just actually, you know what? I'll spend 1 and get the 20 in there, so I make it.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to press that this round because her main effect was to put the hand of Shakira on, and she didn't do that. So I'm not going to push it beyond that with her. Then GOP.
Okay, my turn again.
Sing or speak.
All right. So I am going to Shusty her again because now she doesn't have her little defensive barrier up. Hopefully it stays down. So D20, D12, 2D10, D8, and I'll hinder the last one. So
Okay.
D20, D12, 2D8.
You hear a wail in the back of the room. The elders start to disbody.
Oh.
Their essence
Well,
is flowing into the gate. The gate is glowing, by the way.
I am going to I want to throw that D20 effect on you, but that was really good. I'll wait and see what you roll.
Okay.
But it's only going to be a because I'll probably just re-roll it. It's only going to be a 13 with the D20 effect.
Okay, so you want to go that route? All right.
Yeah.
Then. So let me just do her roll. All right. All right.
Oh, that's good. 24. Yep. So I'm going to re-roll.
Okay.
Not great. Not great at all. Yeah, that would take a lot for me to make it. So I guess I am gonna separate a bit from the group though. So that way if she hits us with another AoE, I'm gonna try and be outside of that range.
Sure. You always get a free movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
keep
that's
in
what I'm gonna
mind,
do.
something is going on with her. That orb did something to her, but I did not give you a trauma dice to roll.
Okay.
Keep
Fair
that in
enough.
mind.
Yeah, I should have asked about that before, but yeah.
Well, I'm just reiterating.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And that is gonna be my turn.
Okay. So she is able to defend herself. Then that comes down to I got to remember putting in. Well, she's out anyway. But I guess that brings us down to Jaro, right?
Would Setagir be faster than me?
No.
Okay.
I put Sediger where he belongs. Yeah, he's down with tower speed.
Okay, so I will spend a power point to do the double attacks with suppression. Blah blah blah. It evens out because.
So
It's a lot.
we are dealing with Vulcan here. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah,
So
you're going head to head with Vulcan. Okay. Now Vulcan's shield is gone, but of course he still has magic as long as I have power points. Yeah. Okay. All right, go ahead.
that's a 19.
19.
D12 effect.
That's not bad. All right, let's see what the old man gets here. So this is a defense. So we get that. We get those.
And you don't get to add a shield.
No, I don't. Unless I want to burn a point to make a new one.
Oh, so it's like a magical thing.
Yeah, it's under his Mechanica. But I got a 20. So I am winning.
I will.
Spend one of your myriad D20 hero dice.
Yep.
Yes, hit it very hard. Let me clear the board so I don't crash.
All right,
11,
so that 11 is putting you at 22-29. I'm sitting on a 20.
Well, if I'm at 19, that's a 30.
Oh, did you spend the
No, yeah, he combined the 11 and the 8, so that's 19, and then he added another 11 points, so it's 30.
With the hero dice, so that's 30. I
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh, 30, 30. Okay. And I was sitting on a 19. No, right? No, that I'm looking at yours. I'm looking
20.
at yours. No, I'm sorry.
You
Yeah.
were at
No,
20.
You're at
that's
20.
I'm at a 20. So if I want to, it's got to be that. Hmm. I will try to defend myself.
Okay.
Okay. I'll spend this. I am at a 31.
I will spend another PowerPoint, bringing me down to 2 to spend another D20.
All right, go ahead.
Heart of the dice, right?
Yeah, no, just roll the die. Yeah,
Oh, good.
that's a nice roll.
So
Goodness
is it
gracious.
46
46.
then? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to do like that. Do I want to
Come
put all
on, burn
this?
all your dice.
Yeah, well, it kind of is an attrition game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
With this system, for sure. Or I'm going to take a D12 hit, stretch dice, huh? I don't think I have a choice. I got to do it. So I'm going to put hero dice in play here. So let me do this one first. What's your total right now?
46.
And I
36.
got a 31, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got 15 points.
So there's 10.
So 41.
Okay. And
Mhm.
let me try to use one of these. Okay.
Okay,
So
48
48.
versus
All right.
46.
Then I will go down to my last
One.
PowerPoint and
Yeah.
chuck another D20 on there.
All right.
Try to beat this old man's ass.
Oh, nice. 18.
Yeah, I'm not going to burn anymore. I take the hit. It's a D12. You put it on me. You
What is
have
that?
a gigantic hit on the guy. So go ahead and tell me what it looks like.
Basically, he brings up one of the axes and like brings it down like a hammer right at Vulcan's forehead, and as Vulcan puts up his puts up his arms in defense, the crossguard defense, Jaro, kind of grips the back handle of his other axe and shoves it into his stomach.
Yep, big hit. So keep in mind, Vulcan's got a D12 stress sitting on right now. All right. So that brings
How
us.
many
Then my
hero
second attack,
dice? How many hero dice did he pick up from that? How many? It would be D20s, but how many did he get? Because
3.
now my math has been messed up, so
Okay.
I think it was like a 64 or something that he
3.
ended up
He
hitting.
got 3.
okay, so,
Yeah.
All right.
Which
did I get
sucks.
any?
Yeah, 3.
No
He spent
PowerPoints.
3.
No PowerPoints. No
Okay,
PowerPoints.
and then my second attack,
If you spend the PowerPoint, yeah.
I
Yeah, you
did
had
at the
one
beginning.
left, right?
No, I'd spin it at the beginning.
Oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
okay.
Yep.
And add that D12 because you
Yeah,
got
no,
that hit
add the
on.
D12. That's right.
So I'm sitting at 0 PowerPoints, but I'll get one back when it's my turn for the suppression, I think. Is that how that works? When you reduce another stat? Is
Yep.
that how that works?
That's how it
Okay,
works.
cool.
The best roll.
That's a 14.
And
thank
you
you.
got a D12.
Yep.
Yeah.
14, and you can't do nothing about this one though. So I get
Nope.
to just do my normal stuff. So he
Mhm.
gets this one and these 4 for defense.
All ones.
No,
unfortunately
how dare
not.
you?
That's
Only one.
Oh, you do
well,
get
you do get
a
one.
PowerPoint though. Damn it!
Hooray.
23.
All right, so
And
yeah, I win that one.
And do I get a PowerPoint because my attacks failed?
Well, are you gonna re-roll it?
I can do that?
Yes, you
Oh,
You
get
did,
one roll
yeah.
in combat,
Oh.
or you could take a PowerPoint. It's your choice.
Oh, it's per attack action, it's not the whole combat, because I'd used my reroll earlier.
Well, that was a different action.
Oh no,
Okay.
no, he's right. He's right.
Oh.
That is right. No, thank you. Yeah, no,
welcome.
it is per combat. Yeah.
Well, you
I'm
still
an
get a
honest
PowerPoint from Chester's roll.
You still get a
so.
PowerPoint though. You do pick up a PowerPoint, yeah,
Correct.
because I won.
Alright.
That's a good point. I'm glad you mentioned that.
So
But
then, so now I have.
And you rolled a 1, so I guess that'd be 2 then for that.
yep,
Yep.
he's sitting
2
on 2
Okay.
PowerPoints, which is Vulcan's turns. Neat how this worked
Yep.
out. Go back and forth
Yep,
here
it
with
is.
Jaro, and I'm going to right from the beginning spend 2 PowerPoints.
Oh.
And 2 things happen. One, his any damage in the armor is repaired, including the shield. And you see that before that happens, the wound becomes mechanized as the armor is sealing itself back up. Which it's just cinematic, really. But what that means is his stress die is down to a 10, and he's got the shield back, which just means
Mhm.
it's Urusai. But anyway, he is going to make an attack against you as well. He's very controlled combatant. He's not a yelling, screaming type like Hera is. And he doesn't get the armor because this is an attack. So he's coming at you though.
Jaro's gonna be like, "You ready to give up, old man?"
Oh wow!
Wow, that's a really bad roll.
And I don't have enough dice to. Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. There it is.
It's
Go
an
ahead.
8.
Defend yourself, sir. Defend yourself.
I say you make it.
And
And
a little bit. Damn it.
and you also get how many D20 hero dice? Because that's 21 versus 8, so 2.
2. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
hooray! I'm up to 90-20. I don't have the PowerPoints to use them, but I have to.
Oh, 12, those are 12-sided, not 20.
No, those are.
He's got a
20
20.
sided. He's got a 20.
He's
got
That's how it
120.
works.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I have. All right. So Vulcan's round is dead. Then would bring us to Ninma, and you don't know what's going on with her. Therefore, that brings us down to Tower and Setagir. And then, yeah. So Tower, you go first.
All right.
Now, keep in mind, the Strothian Guard have actually backed up, and they're surrounding Hera, trying to assist her to get back. She's been, she's not standing yet, but she is standing with their help. So they're doing that. There's no Gorgons left. Vulcan is in serious combat with Jaro. And that's the situation. What do you want to do, Tower?
I probably should hit Ninma while she's down. That'll be my best chance to get
Ninma?
good
Ninma?
Ninma is your
Not Ninma,
ally.
not Ninma.
Hera.
I'm
Hera.
fucking referring to Hera.
Yes.
Hera. I
That's what you
don't
meant to
hit
say, I
Ninma. Fuck. I'm sorry.
She's not even around. You couldn't even
Yeah.
hit her if you wanted to.
She's on the other side of the room somewhere.
I hit
Just-
Hera while she's on the ground.
Okay.
Just take. Yeah, you take Excalibur and chuck it at Cthulhu.
Let's.
Actually, Excalibur does way more damage to her, doesn't it?
She's not.
I- Oh.
Huh?
Your
Oh.
sword's designed to
she say,
kill
Mister?
Atalani.
Is Atalani. Yup.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to use Excalibur against her.
Finally.
I'm going to.
How
Yes.
does that affect a roll, though?
I don't know. I've never used it, so I don't even know how to roll
Well,
it.
you're about to see. We haven't
That's
done it
pretty
yet
good.
because he's been walking around with Excalibur and he's been going pew 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 pew.
Mhm.
Unbelievable.
I know your pain.
Because
All
every
right.
Jeez.
fucking enemy you throw at me, you're like, Excalibur would do
The
less
greatest
damage than
artifact
your fireball.
on Earth.
Mm-hmm. Well, now is the time. He's gonna
Yeah.
use it on her.
Yeah,
Okay,
We'll
now
s-
you're
see what
going at
happens.
Hera, but you're not going to be able to get to Hera because the Strothians are going to get in your way, because that's what they're doing. They played a guardian action, so your attacks this round are against them. But keep in mind that they're not Atalani, but they are demons. So go at it.
You should probably then use your magic on them.
Oh, you
God damn
son
it.
of a!
Use the sword. I want to see what it does, so I can know if I need to rip his
You
arm off
could.
and take it.
All right. Well, you could do it. I guess. I'm just saying the smart money would be to kill the minions with the magic because you do more damage against
See,
them.
what the fuck? See what I
No,
mean,
no, no, no.
Chester?
Just listen to
And-
Chester though. It'll be funny. It'll be fun.
Fine. I use the fucking sword. How do I
Look.
use the sword?
Attack
good
with the
thing-
sword, please. It is a
I
D12,
attack
or
with
was it a D? What was the dice I put on Excalibur?
D20.
I thought you said a
It's D20, isn't it?
but
Yeah,
oh
D20.
well, okay,
It's a
D20.
A
Cool.
D20 die, yeah. So go ahead and it adds a D20 to your roll. Just make an attack, normal attack.
Oh,
Alright.
fuck me. I don't even have a D20 in my dice pool, and I'm
It's easy to add. You see the little three
add.
boxes in the plus, organize my dice. You click on that,
Yeah, just
and
choose
then you
one
drag a
of the D20s.
D20 up there.
Hopefully that works.
If not, I'm sure Mr. Chester will roll it for you.
Okay. So D20,
Okay, go ahead.
and then my regular attack? What would it be, GOP? Because I'm not sure what I'm adding for this.
Your normal attack, just your normal attack, and added the D20 for Excalibur.
So your physical distinction, and the D20 for Excalibur.
Skill,
Strength.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Your
Yep,
normal,
okay.
I'm sure he set it up for you. You have a normal attack, make it. Add a D20 to it.
Yeah, so we'll go over. So basically, you've got what is your physical attribute? It would be, I think it's a D. Well, it's actually only showing a D10 on my end, but I think I didn't update that, so it should be a D12, I believe.
Yeah, it is. It's a D12. So
Okay, so D12, and then you have your physical distinction, which I believe is a D8. So D12, D8. Your fight, which I also believe is a D8. So D12, D8, D8. And then you have your D20 for your sword.
He doesn't have a specialty in fight.
No, he doesn't, because he's
Okay.
not a close range fighter.
That's fine.
not his main
That's
thing.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So D20, D12, 2 D8s, and let's see if any of your. I don't think any of your extra stuff would actually be helpful with that. But
That's
we'll see.
true. He's not necessarily the Jaro would be the best person be holding Excalibur, actually, but that would be game breaking, to be honest.
And
It
he
doesn't
wasn't
matter.
there
It
when-
still works. Go ahead and make the roll. Go ahead.
20, D12, and 2 D8.
All right. So that, as it stands, is a 18. So let me go ahead and make the roll for these things.
For the D12 effect.
Okay.
You get a PowerPoint.
You get one PowerPoint from me, and I rolled an 18.
17.
17. Yeah, I got a 17. Then you had yourself an 18. So you win. I'm not burning any PowerPoints on minions. So this is what happens. You go in, you hit, because you're fighting a demon of any kind, right? Excalibur flares, therefore doubling its damage. So you take out 2 of the minion dice, and then automatically, because you're against the demon, you get an extra attack for free. Go.
should I swing this fucker again?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yes.
Just reroll.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
So now I only have these 3 here. So let me.
Oh, well, you get a D12, Chester.
Yes, I will. Give me a second. Alrighty. So I get a D12, which is nice. Thank you very much. I don't have
Unless
any
you
more
want
D12s. Damn it.
to.
I do
Sorry.
have one. Oh, here's one. Okay. So he's looking at an 16, and I failed miserably. So once again, because it's against a demon, you flare. and doubles the damage. So the Strathian Guard phalanx, you just walked through them. Now, for every power point you spend, you can continue attacking.
Okay, cool. That's really useful.
You get a
I
free
have
extra attack, and you can spend as many power points as you like to keep attacking.
How many power points do you have left, Tower?
2.
Please, sir.
2.
So
You
lay
might have.
into Hera. She's right in front of you. She has no shield up,
Yep.
and she's
Yep.
got some weird effect on her via Venus.
Oh wow, really? Oh no, well, it's not good, honestly, but that's
It's a
12 with. Do you
12,
want to do
yeah.
a D8 effect?
Has he used his reroll?
Well,
Not
this
yet,
would be
not
like
yet,
a
not
third.
yet.
Oh yeah, he hasn't.
We're looking at
Yeah.
potential. Go with the 9 with the 12 effect for right now, and
Well,
let me
you
make
might as well
my
do a
roll.
20 effect at that point.
Yeah, chances are it's not gonna
Well,
do
yeah.
anything, but that's
Just
all right.
roll it
Just
and
let me
then
make
let him
my
re-roll.
roll. Let me make
Yeah.
my roll.
9 with a
She
D20.
is serious business, to be fair.
You get a PowerPoint, and he rolled a 21.
I rolled a 21. So don't even bother. Just re-roll it. Go ahead and re-roll it. You get one free
Yep.
in combat.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, well, I thought you hit that
Oh.
20. That you just pushed it over.
Huh.
I would
I can't
say
even. My dice screen's froze, so I can just re-roll, but I can't
Well-
see any of it.
well, Chester got a PowerPoint with a D8. That was, you rolled
Okay.
1 on that, but you got 19 with a D20 effect, but that's still not enough to beat him. You did get 1 dice back from that, or 1 PowerPoint back from his roll, so you should be at 2 again, I believe.
Yeah.
So, and what are you looking at with
Hero
dice?
Shit. Let's find out. I have. Oh shit. 2D12, 2D8, and a D10.
So
I'd say use one of those D12s.
I use a D12. Circus loading the dice app. Fuck.
Let's see, 21, and you got extra 4 points, so you are at a 23. If
Yep. I obviously going to defend myself. So
yeah, that'd be the smart thing to do. Oh well, you get a PowerPoint.
Let me use another dice for this.
That'd be yeah. Oh, just roll another one, please. Aw, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 27, and Tower, you are at a 23.
I could roll that D8. One of the D8s.
I mean, you can use your other D12. We're trying to take Hera out.
Yeah.
He is the antagonist.
Oh no,
Fucking
Tower!
shit.
Thank you.
Oh, and I don't think you can spend any more, right? Oh no, well, did you have 1 or no? Well,
Yeah.
You just have 1. It's up to you, man. It's your very last PowerPoint that you've got on you.
I'll do it.
Okay, and you're out of D12, so I think
Oh, why'd I re-roll D12? Forget
Nope.
that. I gotta.
you said you had a D10 though, right?
Yes.
All right, then roll the D10 because you. That's good. Okay.
Ooh.
So what's our running total right now?
He is at a 32.
And
If my math is correct,
and
it's
I'm a-
23 and plus 9.
What am I?
You 27.
27, right? Yeah, that's right. Yep, I will add 1. I don't have any choice really.
And you got 9. So
So,
you're good. You're at
there we go.
36. Yeah.
Alrighty.
So Tower, you're out, and you can't do any more.
All right. Whew, that was tight.
Oh.
Setagir. Setagir comes flying in from the side of you, tower, and he's going to try to put an attack on her as well. And he is a heavy hitter.
Damn.
Hey, you did good though. You burned a lot of her dice, so
You did.
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
uh,
I don't know what I'm rolling. Oh goodness gracious! Thank you very much, Setagir.
Ah,
Jesus.
like,
you're just giving yourself dice over there, Chester.
Should I?
that's not
wonder?
fair.
I will. I will. Yeah.
Yeah, of course you
But
will.
yeah, that's not a good attack. Yeah. So
It's a 20 with a D10 effect,
because
or
she doesn't
well,
have any
D12
stress
effect.
on her yet. So
oh yeah,
Well, that's a 20 with a D12 effect. It's not bad.
D10 effect.
Oh, ones don't count?
Ones don't count.
ones don't count.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And she deals
Yeah,
with
she
it.
defends.
All right. So
Well, actually, she has to spend a PowerPoint because that's a 19. He got a 20.
all right. Okay. I do so. Alrighty. So that brings us to Lady. What are you doing, Lady? We got Hera in the fight, and we have Vulcan in the fight.
Vulcan has a D10 stress on him. Hera has no stress currently.
That's right.
I'm gonna hit Vulcan.
Okay.
So
Go
he
ahead.
has a D10 on him.
He does.
Okay. Hitting with kinetics. That. Anything else? That. I think that's everything. Oh, I didn't add a cult, but I guess it won't matter.
Well,
Okay.
still
No
add,
one. Hey.
add your cult.
All
Yeah.
right. So you're looking at a 16, unless you want to spend power points.
Yeah, it's been PowerPoint.
How so? I guess you
Add
just add
that.
it and then make it a 24. So spend a PowerPoint. You got you're sitting at a 24. Then I got to make my roll, which is a this and
For the
that.
D12 effect. Yeah.
She has no damage on her.
Oh no!
No!
No! 32. You aren't hitting him. Not this
Mm-mm.
round.
He looks at you and smiles at your pathetic attempt.
Well, take don't even try to re-roll against
I
that.
don't know.
Take your
Take
PowerPoint
up-
now. Just take your
Yeah.
PowerPoint. Yeah, you ain't being
Yeah.
because I can.
Oof.
Yeah, you ain't.
You got a PowerPoint?
You got a
You
PowerPoint.
picked up a
You
PowerPoint.
did. Which
pick up.
brings us back to the top and Hera. Now, yeah, this is not going her way. She's not pleased about it. Her Strothians are gone. Her Gorgons are done. Vulcan's in trouble.
And lady, before did you want to move away from? Oh no, tower left you, so we're all kind of split.
Yeah,
anyway.
Hera spends 3 PowerPoints.
All right.
And let's see here. So Setagir 1, 2. Who else is in her face? GOP 3, 4.
I'm not in
Lady
her
5,
face.
6, and we'll say that Jaro's here, so 7, 8. Okay.
I'm back, but okay.
Yeah, but you're
Ow.
interface, and that's GOP
True.
again. You know what? The dice like
Oh,
you. The dice like you,
yeah,
GOP.
they really do.
They
Okay,
really,
let's
really
do this.
All right. So
Hit
she
me.
spent 3 PowerPoints. You need to make a mental resistance versus a
Ooh.
22.
Dang, you had to hit me with the mental resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Because I am not good with that. Okay. So that is going to be. I might have to blow some PowerPoints, honestly. But I only have 2d6s. That's not good. Okay, so my mental's a d10. Got a d8 on my distinction, d10, d8s, and then a d4 on my focus. So d10, d8, d4.
Go ahead.
One. Yep. And I'm going to have to add more dice to this one.
Sir Chat-a-lot doesn't have much willpower.
Okay,
well,
so
it's
that
not
is
horrible.
14. Okay. Well, maybe I'll get a 6. I'm gonna burn through my my hero dice. Hopefully it'll be enough to get me over. 5? Okay. So I'm at 19. And I got one more d6. Okay. 21.
But you got your 20, you got your 21. Unfortunately, you needed a 22.
Oh, you said 22. Darn it. Can I wait? I should have. Oh no, but I'm like one short then to re-roll that last hero dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Hit me.
Hit me.
Smack me. Let's go.
You do not understand why these bastards are attacking the love of your life, sir.
Again!
This
Yes.
is the most beautiful, awesome woman that could ever exist, and these
Oh.
bastards.
Fuck
Okay.
you, Yuki.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Andy gave him the super arm.
He
Yep.
did.
I am
He
gonna.
did. Yeah, you're
I'm
done.
gonna have to hit you.
All right.
Tower.
That brings us down to Jaro and of course then Vulcan. So go ahead, Jaro. You're engaged.
All right. I am spending 1 power point to get an extra attack in case I, eat shit on this first one. So,
And keep in mind there's a D10 on him.
oh, my bad.
Stress, right?
Oh, just add it. Yep.
All right. Let me just roll this d10.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 21 with a
21.
d12 effect.
No PowerPoints from me. All right. That's D12 effect. Yeah. So let me see what the old man can do.
He can die.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
No, I respected Vulcan. This is actually hurts Jaro.
Well, that's a
20.
20. You have a 21. So, all right. I'll spend 2 power points and take that to a 33.
Okay, I will. I will fail that attack and get my power point.
Okay, and 33 standing. Go ahead.
Okay, so second attack.
Ooh,
Awful.
2 12s.
But that's a 20.
Ooh,
So do you keep your
thank
defense
you.
roll? Do you keep your...
You met his roll. Well, no, actually, no, you didn't because he added all those dice to it.
I didn't
Do
know.
those dice you added to it all those extra dice carry over?
Yep.
If he rerolls,
I'm
okay.
a 33. So there
Well,
you
it's
go.
not a reroll. It's the second attack.
Oh, this is another attack.
This is
Oh,
another attack, so he rolls
oh
an
yeah,
8.
that's right. So you got to reroll those. All right. It's a different attack. Okay, I gotcha.
Okay, so you failed the first one. We're into our second attack. Okay, so you're sitting on a 20. So let me go ahead and roll my my defense.
Oh, oof.
28.
Oof.
He makes it.
All right, I will spend a power point to add a d20.
Go ahead.
Damn you, old man. Don't get a 1.
Wow, that sucks a
Okay.
lot. You're still losing.
27
I
against
I have
28.
a 28. You have to get a 29. You have to go above me.
Yep.
Oh, better.
There we go.
15.
All right, so 27, so 37. What is this? 42. All right, and I'm sitting. What was I sitting on? A
28.
28. So, all right. So I need to spend some dice here. Well, I got a 20-sider, so why don't I use it? I will.
Wow.
All right. So that's I was sitting on a 28, right? So that's a 33. What a waste.
What a waste.
And I know how you feel now. Let me roll this
Oh
12.
man. Oh, well, that's better.
better.
Okay, so that's 28, so the 33, 43, 45. So I'm beating you by 2.
You know what? Jarl's gonna go down the way he lived, like a dumbass, and go down to 0 power points and try to hit Vulcan very hard.
Okay.
My guy.
Well,
That'll
I'm not. I
put
only
me-
have a couple of dice left. I'm not touching them, so you win. So, you're able to put a what was your effect die?
D12.
Yeah, so you're able to damage him back up to a D12. I don't have any magic to spend on it, so he's sitting on a D12. And I reused that special effect of the shield. Now it's just simply part of the armor, so I can't do that. Yeah, no, he's teetering. He's teetering. You put another big whack on him, and yeah, that sucks. All right, so but my turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Your armor is down by 10. Down to
Down
10.
to 10.
Down to 10, yes. And let's see here. Do I want to do that? Oh my God.
Yes,
Oh
you
my
do.
God.
Do it.
Oh
It's
my
the last
God.
episode.
All right. I spent 3 power points.
Do it.
I don't have any power points. Murder me.
Okay.
Unleash Cthulhu on the world.
Now any damage he does is doubled.
Oof.
Oh, looks like I'm
not
dead.
great. I got a 21.
I'm going to just die here. I'm dead as dirt.
But you will be KO'd, that's for sure. Yeah, unless you can defeat me.
Nope, I'm KO'd.
Nope. You're out.
Yep, I'm
No,
out.
no power points to deal with it, huh? All
Nope,
right. So he
Wait,
put
wait,
the-
wait. Well, you can't he re-roll for a defense thing?
He can. He most
No.
certainly can, and take a power point for doing it. Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't have any power points.
No. But
No, you get a free reroll in combat.
you get 1 free reroll.
I've already used it on an attack, remember? We've already...
No,
Oh,
but that was a
no,
different
no,
turn.
he's right. No, he's right. He's right.
Oh,
He's right.
Alright,
He's right.
so I guess I will see
because
you
you're rolling
guys.
defense now.
All right,
And then-
so Vulcan comes up
It's not
and
bad.
he overhand spins the spear and he comes down and it goes right through your chest and it chips the stone floor below, and then he rips it out just as violently and kicks you to the ground as you pass out.
Okay, so just a question. So I won't be doing anything for the rest of the game, basically.
Yeah, unless something happens, but no, we looked at extremes. We had to do a GOP because you're KO'd and you're sitting on a D12 trauma dice. So actually, if anyone does any damage to you at all, you're dead.
Okay, so I'll just mute myself then.
Well, you don't have to mute, but yeah, as far as that, you are KO'd. Let's see here. Where do we go next? That would be Tower and Setagir, right? I believe so. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Tower.
Ninja come back into the scene? She was gone last round.
No, Ninma is out of this combat.
Shit.
I mean, I don't have any power points, so I'm not sure if the Excalibur is not going to be as
Well,
powerful.
No, you
Or
might get one.
Dude, please lay into her with Excalibur. Oh my
Yeah.
God, dude.
Smash.
Excalibur.
Yes,
I smashed the fucking shit out of her.
you do.
Okay.
Please do.
I don't have the shortcut for the dice all the time.
Oh
I
my-
have to show me the old screen. It's a
Oh.
D12
a D. So you got a D20, right? From
Yeah.
from Excalibur, a D12 from your physical attributes. You've
D10.
got a D8 from your distinction, and another D8 from your fight skill. So D20, D12, D8, D8.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And does he have any PowerPoints or at all?
You're probably just gonna have to roll against him, and he's probably just gonna have to re-roll.
Okay.
Honestly, because it's a 11 with a D20 effect.
Because that's the only
not-
limiting factor of Excalibur is you do have to hit with it.
Yeah.
But once you hit with it, oh boy, right?
All right.
But there, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, she's defending, so that's 5, right? No, it's 6 defending. Yeah. Oh god, she's a mon. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay.
Well,
All right.
thankfully you rolled really
I rolled
poorly.
really shit. Damn it. And there's nothing I can really do about that.
Please, what
Mm.
coming? Like you
Dude.
setting up?
It would be hilarious if like this is like you go down because of this nonsense at 11 to a 10. Oh man.
It is what it is, though. Take your second attack.
Oh, does he
He gets
get
it for
the
free.
effect?
He gets it for free.
Yeah, but okay, because he did a D20 effect on you for the
Yes,
first
I know.
attack.
I'm just
Okay.
I'm
All
just fulfilling the cinematics here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a 13 with a D20 effect. Oh, and he gets a PowerPoint.
He gets a PowerPoint. So the second attack misses because her head's rolling somewhere else.
Wait, does that mean I'm free?
You are, sir.
Yes.
Of course, Excalibur is the original Vorpal weapon, right? So he scores a D20 and it's an instant kill. Hera is literally dead on the ground. And Excalibur is singing as you see soul energy being sucked out of Hera's body into the sword.
That's a cool effect.
It is a
Yeah.
cool effect. Setagir. Setagir is going to. He's got to pivot on his heel because he sees Hera go down, and he is super fast. And he does move across the battlefield and strikes Vulcan from behind. So let's do Setagir here.
That's better. That's a 19.
Well, actually, I forgot there's another D12 I had to roll.
Oh yeah.
Let me just roll it just in case. Yeah.
Oh,
And
21.
it helps. There we go. So I got a 21. Vulcan is not in good shape, but he's still got his.
And an attack from behind too. That should be a surprise to him.
Nah, that doesn't deal with that in this game.
Did he get a
Damn.
chance to put his shield back up or no?
It's that was a special PowerPoint ability. It's just part of his D12 armor, really.
Which is a. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, he's seriously tough combatant. Very, very tough. He is hurting bad though. You get a PowerPoint. I get a PowerPoint. Sweet. So that's a 22. Setagir got a 19. Setagir wills. I don't have that set up for that though. Setagir misses with a claw attack as he goes flying by. Tower just did his thing,
Vulcan.
and therefore Lady.
yeah.
Lady, Hera is dead. Vulcan is unaware of it yet. He's leaning on his spear because he just dropped Jaro, but he he is teetering himself. He has a D12 stress die. You can end it right here.
Try to twist off his head.
Sure.
Genetics.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Add a D12.
Add a D12. Yeah. Lady.
Hang on. I'm adding my fight to this because it's part of fighting, right? But not a cult.
It's the same.
It would be a
dice
cult.
You're rolling all the time.
Yep, it would be a cult, not
Of course,
fight.
cult
'cause
is
you're using.
it's a cult. You're using your telekinesis. It's a cult.
Hmm.
Your mental, your
Seem
distinction,
like
your occult, and your D12 for your TK. 4 dice. Plus the D12 for his stress.
Okay, 20 with the D12 effect. And you get 2 power points.
Damn.
Unless, lady, you're sitting on a bunch of power points.
Yeah,
I
you
say
should
reroll those.
burn
Don't
them.
give it to him.
Yeah, don't give it to me.
Yeah.
Reroll the 2d8, so don't allow him to get those back, because he'll use it to get more defense. Oh, wow. Well, you get 1 this time around, unless you want to reroll that 1, lady, because you just spent, what?
I can
4? So,
so that was 6, 5.
yeah.
I can do it one more time if this is the last thing.
Yeah, reroll that 8, just one of the 8s. Better. Okay.
So somebody add that up for me. I don't know anymore.
No, you it wouldn't add to it. You're just re-rolling them from the ones.
That's true.
So 20 with the D12 effect, and
Okay.
no points for you.
And
Chester.
my roll. I haven't rolled yet, right? No, I haven't.
Nope, you haven't rolled yet.
Here we go.
First, he's gonna roll high.
You get a PowerPoint.
You get a PowerPoint, and I got a 23, and I have
Yep.
no PowerPoints myself. So
Lady, what do you have? Okay, important. What do you have left?
I have
Or-
one
hero
hero
dice. What do you have for hero dice?
I do have a hero dice.
Whatever the biggest one you have left.
This is the only one I have left.
Oh, thank God.
All right, there we go. Explain how you kill Vulcan.
As he's leaning on his spear, glaring down at the other guy's body, he feels his head start slowly turning. And he sees a Saskavir coming as it goes and it meets the other side and it pops until it pops off.
Wow, you
It's a
should do
reading
all
from
that
Okay.
shit.
Slowly.
It's very creepy.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Good job, lady.
No, perfect. Good job.
You
All
saved the
right,
day.
so Jaro is down. Lady's right there. Of course, she's got to go over and help me. He's not dead. He's just KO'd. Although he's got
Team
literally
up.
a hole
That's
in
the
his chest.
Would-
Yes, go ahead.
I had a question. I did the suppress thing, which I think I get I don't know if I get that PowerPoint, but if I do, would my regeneration restore me to consciousness? And if I burned the PowerPoint, could I get myself back up?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that then.
I tell him the fight is over. I got you. We're stopping the blood flow. You'll start regenerating soon. Take it easy, big guy.
And you are able. You're still busted up. You're sitting on
Yeah.
a D10 trauma, but of course your regeneration will bring you back perfect within a very short period of time. But because I didn't delimb you, so that would take longer. But nevertheless,
All the ancients are gone, right?
you guys, what was that?
All the ancient ones are gone, right?
You guys look over in the battlefield. You see that now what Hera is done. You see Ninma limping towards you from the other side of the room, and the elders are gone. The gate is glowing, and with the death of Hera, Shamyaza is pushed back. Of course, he still exists.
So her essence ends up helping seal him in then, huh? Cool. maybe.
No,
We
you
just
don't know
say
what device she was using, but since she was with
Right.
Vulcan, it kind of explains a lot. Vulcan is the master engineer of the universe. So
Oh.
well, he's master fucking dead now.
he is, but he must have built something for her that allowed her to do what she was doing. Obviously, as soon as you know Vulcan's involved, you know that that's he must have been the one doing it. There's the only reason for her to ally with him in that regard. But nevertheless, Shamyaza is sealed safely behind his gate again. But he's an ever-present threat because he cannot be killed. And to be honest with you, even if you did kill him, it might simply end reality. I mean, he is the progenitor, literally.
So
So what was that?
even the Ascended sent to stop him, he's their progenitor as well.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. However, success, and no one actually died. We got a couple of trauma drops. We have a vampire in the group now. Very nice. But yeah, you guys in essence survived it,
Fear.
and you were able to push back the elder evil and stop Hera. However, there is another issue going on that is probably prevalent to Jaro's point of view. As far as you know, you and Inanna are the only Atalani left.
Hmm.
So that's a bummer. But
Yes.
so you guys have saved the world, and no one knows about it because you're still outlaws and wanted.
And Paul was turned off.
And Paul was turned off.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do whenever this kind of is because what I was talking with GOP is I made this armor I have from parts of the remain of the Shoggoth we killed. His corpse should be somewhere, so I'm gonna repair that damage Vulcan did to it.
Yeah, no, you can. In the long term, you can do that. That's
Yeah.
after the fact. But yeah, no. So interesting campaign. We came the whole way. We were able to have the big fight and stop the big bad. Kinda. We put him back in the cage, but he's been in that cage for 12,000 years. So hopefully it'll be another 12,000 more. But our party does have a problem. They are wanted. They know that the corruption goes deep. Hera most certainly was doing business with the Elohim, at least the inner circle, because they were working with her. And even though Hera's plan has failed, how are they going to respond to this? You know that Ninma's not dead; she's still here, and of course she's going to be upset that her father's gone. But the only friends you have are people like Burquest and little things like an Italian in North Boston. So your characters are in still a pickle that needs to be solved. Whether we continue on with the adventure and solve it is a whole nother matter. Of course, we also have to keep in mind that one of our party members is holding Excalibur, and it is day 5. So you did it quickly. You have 103 days before that sword needs to be fed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
therefore, the question I have, as I bring everything back over to the other side here, is how would you guys like to proceed? Because to be honest, we could do some cleanup and kind of redeem your name stuff if you want to do that. These characters are so far beyond the pale. I don't know what much I could put you against. It would have to be earth-shattering stuff, which we just dealt with, because your characters are some of the most powerful on Earth as it stands, particularly with that sword, depending what he does with it. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, so
Um,
what you're saying is Jara the Barbarian has the Fey lands to take over the in Hera's power vacuum.
yeah.
Maybe, yeah, maybe, yeah. But that would that's a something he could do. But I guess what I'm asking is, what do we do
Y'all want
next?
to do?
I'm imagining a montage scene of us going around and cleaning out all the bad guys, since we are pretty crazy powerful. So just us just clearing out the you know corruption with the Elohim, and
Hmm.
and gathering all the evidence we
And then,
can
and
to
then,
clear our
yeah,
names.
and then the Sentinels giving everyone awards. Who's Chewbacca? It's definitely Tower.
Me.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Tower's definitely
okay.
Chewbacca. No award
Right?
for you, sir. Okay,
Uh, and
poor
then when we
Chewbacca.
clear our names, I end up, you see me just sipping on a drink at the brothel.
Hmm.
Um, and
I need to see if Lady Aphrodite wants to make a new race of humans.
Oh, fair.
oh,
There, yeah, fair.
oh,
Well, now
and
that
then
of course, her story is a little more in depth of what why she's there anyway. But nevertheless, so there's many little things your characters can carry on the side, and everyone has found their riches. GOP is happy in his brothel, and Jaro is happy being the new Oberon, etc., etc. Lady. I don't know, what is your character going to do. Tower is going to go back to the order and be chastised for Tootsie Rolls, I'm sure. Lady?
I'm gonna be known as the motherfucker who
She would
killed
die
Betty.
in this fight, so I just thought that don't make no future plans. But she
Uh,
does has Vulcan spear. Maybe she'll go train it with it.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you could do that. Um,
Tower. Nobody has proof of what you did, so they can't be like, "Oh, you're the guy who saved the world."
it's true.
We'll take the
It's true. But he has a bigger problem. He holds Excalibur, and so maybe Tower's the big bad. Because Tower's like, no, I'm not
Oh,
giving it up, and he
All
goes
right,
around killing
let's go kill
orphans,
Tower
and you
then.
guys have to murder him. Yeah, there you go. That's the solution.
Oh, I know what. We can feed him to
Can I pass this bitch off to Jaro?
No, you can't.
no.
You can't.
Can I? Well, I mean, if I kill him, do I take it then?
No, you wouldn't take it. You wouldn't touch it. No, you
Yeah,
would go back
probably
to
not.
Mirazin. But no, he basically has 32 years of life left, if he chooses to kill, babies.
Well, what you do is if you get 6 XP, you take regeneration and take the aspect of it where you regenerate from
No,
death. Let the
no,
sword kill.
no, that
Yeah,
won't
I
work.
don't think the MacGuffin rule of
The
this
MacGuffin is in
is you
charge.
die.
But
Ah,
anyway,
the
like I
Yeah.
said, that's
MacGuffin.
after the fact.
can't,
What might happen with that?
can't release it.
My ultimate question is, what do we do campaign wise?
I have things prepared.
Well, there you go. So let's try that for a while. What do you guys think? We'll try a little bit of fantasy run with Puffin for a while.
Sure.
Yeah.
As long
do
as
it.
we can come back to this.
Yes.
Well, no,
Actually, I
lady,
like
I don't really have anything to come back to, lady.
Yeah,
The
we did the
story is
montage.
done, lady.
the story is done.
Yes,
Okay.
We cleared our names in the montage ending scene.
that's right. The montage ending scene, and Chewbacca didn't get a medal.
Hmm. And
Hooray.
I'm now kind of with the lady of the establishment.
Yeah, no,
But
you're
like
definitely
down low.
you and
Down low kind of. Yeah,
Isabella
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
certainly a thing.
Is
Uh,
Oh,
you
yeah.
anybody
know,
gonna be upset with
if
that?
Now I'm a vampire, so it's
yeah,
like
he's a vampire.
okay.
But it also reminds me, poor Chewbacca didn't get a medal in the first one, and then when Han's dead, who's the first person that Leia hugs? Not Chewbacca, stupid ass Ray. Goddamn, Chewbacca
Well,
gets no love.
yeah,
And he's like the best character.
He is. Yeah, it's
that is
a
true.
That's true. That's true. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm going to end this up here, and we'll have a chat behind the scenes on what we're going to do
Thanks
in
for the
regards
awesome
to that.
game.
No,
10:30.
thank you. I know we're way past, but thank you all very much, and we'll check you out next time. Later.